So Travis handed in today's prep sheet.
Oh.
And here's the stories that we could talk about today. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
There's a common theme here. Why don't you try to figure it out? Man who stabbed 4 is arrested. Cooney professor gives another anti-white speech. And yes, I said Cooney.
You don't have to classify him as...
I said Cooney, as in C-U-N-Y.
Oh, like SUNY or one of those things. What is Cooney?
Cooney is City University.
City University of New York?
Something like that.
Oh, I thought you were editorializing.
No, so man who stabbed 4 is arrested. Cooney professor gives another anti-white speech. Man blows up home after lighting cigarette. TV repairman rapes teenager. Family sues Disney for wrongful death of son. Ski instructor rapes female student. Naked lunatic kills cab driver. And finally, mom killed when van rolls off cliff. Have a great day, everybody.
Wow.
Top of the morning,
Thursday. My God.
And the news, death and destruction today.
And rape.
We're going to get up to 82 degrees here in New York City.
Naked lunatic kills cab driver. I'd have to think if some naked guy was running at me, nothing good's going to happen.
Just like a lunatic, too. He's a lunatic. He's not just walking up going, hello. You know, he's really yelling and being a lunatic.
Not covering himself.
No, I'm so embarrassed that I'm naked, but...
If you're naked in public, yes. Yes,
do you have to put lunatic in there?
Right. Normal naked guy.
Swinging a rubber chicken.
Right. I'm insane.
A naked hack?
Right. Got Groucho Marx.
Mild-mannered naked guy attacks cab driver.
Right. Helps 4.
Yeah.
You never see that either.
Right.
Naked guy helps 4.
I was hanging from a cliff. I didn't feel like I could hang on any longer. Then all of a sudden, this naked guy just came over the horizon. Very mild-mannered.
Thank God. I want to say thank you, naked guy.
Had his wits about him.
It never happens. You never see that story. He's either stabbing people or getting tasered by the police.
Yeah, and you're always running if you're naked in public.
Yeah.
There's a sense of urgency.
Yes, you must get yourself out of that situation that you put yourself in.
What if there were...
You could be naked in public, but you can't be stationary.
No.
You just have to keep moving.
Running, which I think is why people call you a lunatic.
That's like trying to get all the lights as you're going up Manhattan. You know, you got to stay within the green. You can't stop as people, is that guy naked? You got to keep that's like it turning yellow.
Every day up 3rd Avenue.
Yeah.
I come up 3rd. And I make the turn out of the tunnel. Now I'm on 3rd, and my light turns green.
It's
now
like,
I know,
and go.
I know that 23 miles an hour, I could shut my eyes, and I will make every light. They're red. Then I see the turns yellow. It's green. Whoosh! I'm through it. 23 miles an hour is the exact speed.
By the way, it doesn't turn yellow before it turns green.
No, I see the yellow on the other side. Like the side that's
He's having like
okay.
Yeah,
like a little drag race.
Like it's green. I can see it's green coming the other way, and then it turns yellow, and I know that it's going to be red, and my side's going to turn green.
I'm going to be Mr. Picky guy today.
Oh,
I'm going to focus on what's going on.
On every little detail?
On every little
At least the listeners
but at least
know
you
what
were
the hell
able
we're
to
talking
explain
about.
yourself, because I really thought I had you.
No, I'm looking at the size.
When was the last time you saw a light go red, yellow, green? But now you made it. Now it makes sense how you explained it.
Makes perfect sense.
Sure.
But there are people that want to race up to the red light, screech on the brakes, wait till it turns green, race up to the next red light, wasting time, because now if they cut in front of me, they're screwing me up. They're screwing my timeline up. Now I got to get back around them. Why can't they understand? Pace with me.
Here comes the rage.
I understand the timing. I do it on a daily basis. There's no reason to tear up to a red light so you can jam on the brakes and then take your foot off and pound on the gas because I'm behind you. Now you've screwed up my day. I can make it down 3rd, 3 minutes. You know how long that takes? At about noon? And I'm not kidding. About 45 minutes.
45 minutes?
To get from the tunnel up to 57th.
That's a drag.
It certainly is.
But we got off naked guy.
Yeah, naked guy.
And what if there was a superhero, but his whole thing was he was naked? Do you have to arrest him?
Couldn't be a superhero.
Do you have to arrest him, or do you let him do his thing because he's doing good?
Is he helping?
He's helping all the time, but the problem is he insists on being naked the whole time.
Is he helping like stupid helping?
No, he's like He's like
really
Spider-Man, Superman, but he's naked guy.
Criminals.
And that's his thing.
Yeah, that's a good question, Bill.
He's a superhero, and something happened back in his childhood, and he has to be naked.
Has to be naked while he's doing this.
While he's saving the city.
But while he's his alter ego, he's clothed.
Is it our responsibility to arrest naked superhero?
Is he clothed while he's normal in life until he sees some problem? And And then he rips his clothes off.
And that's what makes it so bizarre, because he's just walking the streets like any other guy, and then he sees, like, I don't know, an old lady in distress, and he can't do anything until he's completely naked.
When he flies, is he in the Superman position, or is he laying on his back?
He does fly, though?
I don't know.
Because Spider-Man, you can almost say he flies because of the web.
No, he can't fly, because then he's ripping off Superman.
Yeah. But there's got to be some kind of power. You can't just be naked guy and help people without some type of power.
You can't fly without a cape. That's all I'm saying.
And that's true. He'd have to wear a cape.
Yeah, no, he's naked guy. He is naked guy.
Powers.
What's his powers?
He needs powers. You can't take your clothes off and help people. First of all, you're going to be laughed at unless you're kicking ass with some superpower. Yeah. And then you can't help. Say there's 5 muggers and they're going after somebody. You're naked guy. You rip your clothes off. Now you're naked. You jump in. You're getting your ass kicked.
Lightning speed kung fu moves.
Even Underdog had a uniform.
That's his power.
Okay. That's good.
Huh?
Saying even Underdog had a uniform. That's a dog. And they're technically naked.
All the time.
All the time, right?
But he's not naked because he's got the cape. This superhero is
technically do because you have fur. It's like pants.
Yeah,
he's naked.
By the way, Stephen from Bayshore, naked guy, the superhero from Mantown.
Mantown.
We haven't forgotten about Mantown.
Look, up in the sky. It's a penis. It's testicles. It's naked guy.
Naked guy.
Save me, naked guy.
Naked guy protecting Mantown.
But do you arrest him? You let crime go up because you can't have naked guy running around the city.
He's setting a bad precedent, and I don't think the mayor would be for him. He'd be one of those, like, very dark heroes where the law enforcement doesn't like it, almost like a vigilante.
Yeah.
Because he's naked. If he wore clothes, he'd be praised as a hero. This is the thing. You know, every superhero has that dark part of them, that part that they have to, like, hate, and that's... that gives them that alter ego part, you know, where they're superhero. If you're a superhero and you're saving everybody and you went home every day and went, I'm the greatest guy in the world. This is the greatest life. I love this. But every one of them is tortured. Naked guy.
His parents got murdered at Woodstock.
I gotta be naked.
When they were dancing naked in the mud.
Naked in the mud pit. Oh.
What's his kryptonite? It's like gonorrhea or something? He gets like an STD.
I think anything could be his kryptonite. Have him roll up an extension cord and have that end hit him right in the exact... Ever have that happen?
Lex Luthor keeps sending hookers over to his apartment.
His kryptonite is his small junk. And if he doesn't move fast enough, people point and laugh.
Well,
and then he doesn't have any more power.
How about that kryptonite? Okay, you brought up a good point, Bill. Naked women. You send things that get him into a certain state, and when he's in that state, he can't go outside. Because even as a superhero, he's just too embarrassed to go out like that. You can't go out like that. You can't fight crime while you're, a tin.
It's just a great concept, by the way. It's just... I think SNL should run with this. If they want me to write the entire bit, just give me a call.
Oh, come on!
I can see it now. I mean, he's doing great things for the city, but he has to do it naked.
And does he get arrested after everything he does, no matter how good?
No, they're confused. They don't know what to do because he's getting things done.
So the cops kind of talk to him and go, "All right, look,
he's helping people, but
here.
Look, he's breaking the law.
Yeah,
he's exposed.
There's a subway train, and it went on the wrong track, and it's heading for a wall.
Uh-oh.
The only person that can save it is naked guy, so you can't arrest a guy. He's doing good.
Rips his clothes off, somehow bends the track, gets him on the right track, and then everyone goes, thank you, naked guy.
Right.
And the cops are like, naked guy, can we talk to you over here?
No, but that's perfect, because there's always, got to be something about the superhero that the public can't quite embrace. So he's naked, and they'd be huddling, thanks for saving my kid, but you're an adult and you're nude.
And you're naked.
You need to get away from me.
Right.
Yeah.
Just go. Thank you, but...
And then the wacky banter with the people on the platform, like, what are you doing? Because all of a sudden he's getting naked.
My God, he's naked.
And you think he might be the naked lunatic, but it's the naked guy superhero.
That takes care of
And then you have to
everybody.
announce, I'm naked guy. And then they're like, oh, okay.
Oh, I heard about... Naked guy. Yeah, he doesn't get a lot of personal thank
yous. He's got to have a tattoo on his middle of his chest for his emblem.
A big N, flesh-colored N.
And then he has to awkwardly put his clothes back on after he does his good deed.
Oh,
just
like
awkwardly.
Bending over, putting his underwear on as people looking.
Just trying to find his underpants.
Where did I leave him? Like, he has to find out where because he just got to rip his clothes off.
Because now the adrenaline's gone, and now it's the awkward, the deed's done, and everyone's looking at the guy that did the deed.
He doesn't fold up his clothes and place them somewhere. He's busy. So then do people go naked? I think I saw some...
Yeah, there's a sock over there.
And he's got to awkwardly pick up his clothes. Each time he bends over to get something, people kind of go, ugh.
The biggest fear of
naked guy.
The biggest fear of the criminals is the sound of feet slapping against the pavement.
Bare feet. The pitter-patter.
By the way, on one of the fan sites yesterday, they're discussing if this show is scripted. This is a perfect example.
Oh, stop.
It proves that we're not scripted. We weren't going to talk about Naked Guy, the superhero. It just came out of my head in a split second after reading this dumb headline.
Because you only get naked.
No, well, if you got naked lunatic, you need naked superhero.
His alter ego.
To fight naked lunatic.
Yeah.
Naked lunatic, yes, is the villain.
The villain is your basic naked lunatic.
And how do you tell the two? He's very unshaven.
Naked lunatic?
Naked lunatic is very unshaven.
Yeah, naked superhero is Naked Man. He's very well kempt.
He's a metrosexual.
Yeah. Is he?
Is it a metro? What is it? What do they call it?
Metrosexual.
Metrosexual.
Sexual.
And Jesus, Danny, we'll get into your.
This is so great.
Hold on, we're in the middle of a bit.
Yeah, we're in the middle of a bit.
I know Danny's probably very pissed off by now. We'll get into
I don't think
your whole thing in a second.
He's got to tear tickets at Lowe's.
Because we just got to fill it. We got to finish up with Naked Lunatic, the villain.
All right, so Naked...
Well, Danny has to get out of here if we're going to finish this.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
You have the worst...
Danny.
You have the worst timing.
You wait.
You better not get over there immediately. We're in the middle of a riff here. Like we're developing a bit live on the air.
He comes in, he's dressed like Billy Mills.
Dude, these guys...
Oh, Billy Mills! Fucking guy screaming everywhere.
The what guy? All right, there's number one on the sheet today. Actually, number two, I think.
Two, maybe three.
Yeah, maybe three.
No, but you stayed away from the...
I worked that like an artist. I painted a picture that will not end up on a dump sheet.
Attention, that was a good one.
Gary on Long Island. Gary.
No, it would be pretty strange to see Naked Guy coming over to stop Naked Villain from
Naked Lunatic, the villain.
Yeah.
No, I think Naked Guy's kryptonite is cold water.
Oh, cold water.
Oh, if they throw cold water on him, then he's again embarrassed.
Yeah, because he has a nice presentation.
By shrinkage, as they call it.
But all you have to do is throw some ice water or cold water on him. And you get that shrinkage factor, yes.
He goes like, oh my God, turns away and runs from the scene.
People still don't get it. Timmy and Philly, Naked Guy have a mask? No,
he's naked.
Nothing. You can't hide behind a mask. It's so easy to walk around Manhattan if you got a mask. You could be naked in Manhattan if you have a mask. Who cares? They don't see your face.
People really do have their misconceptions, and I think accurate.
Oh, well, let's go to Brian in Boston. Brian, what's up?
Boys, hey, thanks for coming back to Boston.
No problem.
You're welcome.
What's up, BCN?
Naked Man's tortured passes that his dad made him shower with him as a little superhero.
Okay, look. I'm not Naked Man. I have no ambition to be Naked Man. There was an instance where my father thought he would teach me and my older brother the finer arts of showering when we were like 6 and 7. But that didn't traumatize me to the point where I want to be Naked Man or Naked Lunatic.
Maybe he got laughed at gym class.
Oh, that could be like he finally... got the coach told him to get in there and take a shower.
Right.
I always hated those coaches that were like
he hit puberty
more
late.
into the showers.
He hit puberty late, so he was underdeveloped compared to the rest of Naked Man.
Naked Man.
Oh, Naked.
This is the backstory.
Naked Guy, the superhero.
So everybody pointed at his unit
and laughed
at him.
Right.
Embarrassed him.
Embarrassed him in the gym class.
That's right.
In the shower.
Next period, he hits puberty. Now he's a superhero.
Well, the villain, naked.
I like it.
The villain, naked lunatic, kills cabbie in cop chase. Where was naked man when we needed him?
Naked man, where are you?
The cab driver.
Naked man's music sounds like Superman's music.
Well, you know, it brings the bit together a little bit.
Jeez, nice up-to-date Superman music. Couldn't find the one from the movie.
Yeah, that's the one that had like the World War II propaganda.
Naked man fighting the Nazis. For truth, justice, and the naked way.
Here's the story. Naked lunatic kills cabbie in cop chase. Armed man naked from the waist down flashed a woman on a Brooklyn street last night, then got into a high-speed chase with cops and slammed into a livery cab, killing the driver, police said. Yes, he was bottomless. Naked. George Boos, B-O-O-S, 58, of Long Island City, Queens, rammed the cab at the intersection of 48th Street and 9th Avenue.
That's almost like a villain's name if he's
Liquor.
drunk. Yeah.
Eddie Liquor.
Like, you know how villains have done something, the Joker, and he tell his jokes? Booze, he's just drunk, lunatic, naked guy.
Right.
I'll get you, Booze.
He was drunk and he's urinating everywhere. And this dude has to stop him.
He was an altar boy. Man. He was an altar boy, and he was brought up right, but then things went horribly wrong in the church.
Happened.
And now he's naked lunatic.
Yeah. Wow.
Naked lunatic. So that's what happened.
Just see him fighting in New York. Like, remember when Superman had to fight Zod? And they're just making a wreck in New York, and people are amazed and kind of watching. People would be watching, but constantly, depending on their positions, going like, oh, no, oh my God, I didn't want to see that. Oh, that hold is gay. Now it just looks gay.
You put your hand up and try to block out from the waist
you're
down.
blocking out the part where he's got to bend over. You know how Superman would sometimes bend over and pull a light post out of the ground to swing it at Zod? Yeah. Like, naked guy bends over and he's straining, and you're just seeing from the back, and you hear the whole crowd go, oh.
It's like standing behind a Rottweiler.
And you just know he's male.
Anyway, cops began chasing Booze, naked lunatic, after receiving a 911 call at about 9 that he had exposed himself to a woman. Police officers spotted Booze getting into a van. When officers approached, Booze sped off and smashed into the cab 2 blocks away. We heard a bang and a lot of yelling, said Susan Gross, a witness. He ran the red light and the 2 cars collided. There was a lot of smoke. Cops arrested Booze as he tried to put on a shirt and found a BB gun in his vehicle. Cab driver, dead.
I would go with the pants first.
Oh, by the way, naked lunatic, George Booze, has several arrests for exposing himself in public dating back to 2001.
Of course he does. He's naked lunatic.
Is not a suspect in a rash of attempted child abductions in the area. So we have caught naked lunatic.
Nice. But, there'll always be another villain for naked guy to take care of. We need you now, naked guy.
Is this show scripted? Who are you kidding? If it was scripted, we would have had a better freaking Superman music.
Of course. Music's horrible. Truth, justice, and the naked way.
Now
this is that kind of America. Remember the flag was like blowing behind him, and
some lady putting rivets into a plane.
Rosie the Riveter. He's standing there with that Superman stance, hands on hips. Superman!
Suck it in his gut because there was no ab roller in the 40s.
That girdle. We always talked about that whole, back in the older days of television and movies, you didn't have to be in shape to take your shirt off and, be a man.
Oh, Johnny Weissmuller?
Oh, he was Tarzan, right?
Yeah, he had his stomach sucked in the whole time. His arms they were straight.
Yeah.
He didn't have triceps, and he's supposed
there
to be
were no muscles. He's just this big barrel, torsoed guy.
People weren't really lifting back then.
Charlton Heston trying to be manly, take his shirt off, and it's like, what is that?
You got baloney boobs, Charlton.
Got baloney.
Oh, Ben-Hur, that's another great one.
Ben-Hur, Judah Ben-Hur. He's being bathed, and he's just, out of shape.
I think if you had a tan, you were in shape in the 50s.
Yeah, that's what they considered being in shape. Just have a tan with a Technicolor to pick up.
Before we move on, a couple more phone calls to wrap up the naked man superhero thing.
Yes.
Let's say hi to Jay in Queens. Jay.
Yeah, why don't we give him a sidekick like Naked Midget Man?
Yeah, he needs a sidekick.
A little goofy, though.
And his sidekick needs to be a
little unit.
He needs to be a bit of a faggotino.
You should even give him a bigger unit.
Now it's like the ambiguously gay duo.
Yeah, I think his sidekick should be a little faggy, much shorter, with large junk.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good because it creates tension.
That's what I'm thinking. You need that tension between.
Like, naked guy is in charge, but he's not as
endowed,
happy with what he has with the goods as his sidekick.
He almost gets away with it, but of course the ice water, the cold water, really.
They never throw it on his sidekick.
Oh, he throws it on his sidekick. The sidekick just laughs.
Nude boy.
The sidekick laughs and goes, "Is that all you have?" Watch me jump in the ocean in January, and then nothing will change.
Because even with shrinkage,
right,
he's still impressive.
Right. All right, Tom's saying we got to take a break, even though we're riffing like no one's business here. Let's say hi to Ellis in Philly. Ellis.
Hey, naked man's protection if he feels threatened by somebody sexually is he'll just fall asleep and go, cheep, 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 cheep.
Cheep, 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 cheep. Someone is saying, Bert in Philly says sidekick. Oh, man, it's just updated. Where is it? Okay, Bert in Philly, sidekick. Cheep, 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 boy. All right, we got to take a break.
You want to do the Weatherman story before the break?
This is
just to change it up a little bit because we went a little serious.
Davis, this is the funniest story ever.
And we pointed this out years ago. The name always fits the story.
Yeah.
We got a guy. He's a weatherman in where the hell is he again? Arkansas, right?
Oh yeah.
Arkansas. If you're Sharpton.
Arkansas. TV weatherman Brett Cummins.
Yes.
The name always has something to do with the story.
Oh boy.
Brett Cummins wakes up in a hot tub.
It was actually a regular bathtub.
Yeah.
It was just a bathtub.
Why are they calling it a hot tub? Because it had a couple jets?
It must have had jets, but it was in the house, and it was a bathtub in this gentleman's house. Not the weather guy's house. Another friend.
TV weatherman Brett Cummins wakes in hot tub with naked dead man, but it's a bathtub.
Yeah.
Arkansas police are investigating the death of a man found naked in a hot tub next to a sleeping TV weatherman.
He was wearing a dog collar around his neck. Yeah.
A friend woke meteorologist Brett Cummins of Little Rock Station, KARK, on Labor Day. He found the forecaster snoring in the empty whirlpool next to a nude man with a dog collar around his neck.
Bring out the gimp. The gimp's sleeping. I guess you better go wake him up then. Do you think he had the guy on the collar at one point in the tub and they were drinking, doing some drugs, and then he took his 5 fingers and just put them over the top of his head? And I love that scene.
Absolutely. The 36-year-old resident who made the grisly discovery, Christopher Barber. So another guy was involved.
Yeah.
This guy came in to wake up the weatherman. Allegedly told police that the victim, 24-year-old Dexter Williams, was blue in the face and lying near Cummins' shoulder.
All right, look, if he's blue in the face, someone's coming. What? It's crazy.
A lot of fucking blowjob jokes here.
Yeah.
Barber says the two men were in his home the night before drinking and snorting drugs.
Oh, boy.
Police haven't determined the cause of death, but a detective allegedly found a ring of blood in the bottom of the empty tub.
A ring of blood. Gee, I wonder where that came from. A perfect ring of blood. Ow.
Wow, did Kevin just wake up? I said Arkansas on purpose. Yes, you douchebag.
Oh, my God.
Because Jimmy pointed out that's how Al Sharpton would say it. Oh, God. Please listen closely.
He was sitting on a burning ring of blood.
I bet it's in the shape of fingers, too.
Oh, yes.
5 fingers.
Police are waiting for autopsy results and don't consider Cummins a suspect. Yeah, but he don't have no job no more.
Well, I guess the station said he's just taking some time off to mourn the death of a friend.
Well, you know what? That's how it always begins.
Of course.
And
until
then,
they have an internal investigation.
Yeah, a couple weeks will go by, and Brett Cummins is no longer with KARK.
Now, this guy kind of looks like the type of guy that, I'm not saying he would wake up next to a corpse in a bathtub, but he looks like the kind of guy that would get into a tub with another guy with a dog collar on. Doesn't he?
Well, I think that's pretty obvious from the story.
Weathermen got
there were some
bad reps. Some of these weathermen.
What could you be doing in the tub? Who had the dog collar? The other guy?
The other guy, the dead guy.
And there was a ring of blood.
Ring of blood.
So, I mean, there was probably something in an asshole, you'd hope.
Well, you would hope.
How else would you get blood there?
Yeah.
I mean, what else is he? I don't think there was a knife used. And how do you fall asleep?
The drugs.
Well, the drugs after a bender.
So maybe there was a little ass fucking or something?
There could have been.
Possible.
I would assume there was some things going on. They were doing their drugs and partying, and then the guy probably maybe had a heart attack or something.
Some kind of activity.
Sure.
Maybe the dog collar was a little too tight.
What?
Maybe they were doing some erotic asphyxiation with the dog collar, and he got hung up on the drain, maybe, or on the spigot. There's so many things that could happen with two nude men in a bathtub.
Why wouldn't you get out of the tub and just say that you walked in and found him?
No, he was asleep.
He was asleep.
The weatherman was still asleep. Dead guy is on his shoulder.
And yeah. And then the guy that owned the house came in, saw it, freaked out. Sure. Then weather guy wakes up,
with the dead
sees dead guy next to him,
shit.
And then runs out of the bathroom and proceeds to start vomiting in the living room. He was so freaked out. He was screaming and vomiting in the living room. This guy's house is just a disaster at this point.
There's a dead man with a stringy, bloody asshole, a vomiting weatherman. And he has company coming over.
Yes. Chance of blood in the tub, 100%.
I'm surprised they didn't try to chop the guy up into little pieces like our bunny suit scenario that we love talking about every once in a while.
He probably thought, my gig's over.
Yeah, this is a career ender, so you got to imagine that you got to maybe try to cut the body up into tiny pieces and hope no one comes a-calling.
Yeah, you think before they called the cops, they might have had a discussion, the owner of the house and the weatherman?
Man,
the guy in the tub.
Anything we could do here?
Like the guy that owns the house immediately was like, I'm calling the cops.
Right.
And you'd think maybe the weatherman was like, look, let's
sit down and talk about this.
Sit down for a minute. Just for a minute.
Give me a minute.
I just want to go over some options.
He's thinking about his weather gig, his cushy gig at the TV station.
And he's rolling through scenarios of all the people he knows in the news department going like, now they're telling the story of how he woke up with a dead guy.
And you think Brett Cummins is going, now I'm not saying we do this, but let hear me out here.
But now calling the cops, of course, it's a great idea.
Great idea.
It's the number one idea.
We understand.
But let's look at a number two idea and weigh it and see if we really need to do this first.
Do you have a chainsaw?
Anything. An axe?
An axe?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe no one if there's any way no one has to know about this.
I mean, you know and I know, but why does anyone else have to know?
Right now, that's it.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So no, put the phone down.
Yeah.
Put the phone down.
We can always call the cops. Relax.
That's a different thing. Yeah. The cops, they're not going anywhere.
You got any wine? Let's have a glass of wine. Let's settle down a little bit.
We don't even know when this happened, so there's no big time of death problem. Mm-hmm. So let's just think this over a little more.
Well, I would assume that this Christopher Barber, who found the weatherman asleep in the hot tub with the other guy dead with the dog collar, doesn't like Brett Cummins too much.
Probably not.
Because he could have got him out of the situation. Said, look, all we have to do is say, hey, he's in the hot tub dead.
Well, I don't think the other guy that owns the house wanted to take the rap for the partying, the drugs, the collar.
Good point.
If you fall asleep in a tub with somebody, there was some shenanigans going on.
Sure.
I think.
Wow, that guy.
Brett Cummins.
He's got a Facebook page.
Oh, he does.
What was his last post?
Oh, God.
Here is your...
The other guy has a blue in the Facebook page. He's dead.
Here is your Labor Day evening webcast.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
And all these people are blocking the comments because I guess he's got a couple people that are administrators or something on the page
because there are people
I got you.
who just keep trying to comment rude things but keep being blocked. There's just references to them. All the rude things are gone.
They're saying horrible things, probably.
Yeah, I would hope so.
What
Yeah,
was his last post?
So. Yeah, what was his last post?
It was probably
You
like
go to his wall.
feeling sleepy. Gonna hop in the tub and fuck Jerry.
BRB.
BRB. Water's overflowing in the tub. Gonna fist my friend and tighten the dog collar.
Yeah, the blood is disturbing, man. What the fuck?
BRB, big ring of blood. Well, ring of R-O.
Good enough.
Right, whatever.
Good enough.
I try so hard sometimes. Nothing comes out. Oh, well. That is an interesting little story there, isn't it?
You're missing
Brett Cummings on Twitter also.
Well, Joker is saying we're missing the obvious.
At Brett Cummins WX.
Let's check it out. What was his last tweet?
Brett Cummins WX, and we'll see what his last tweet was.
Joker in Tennessee. What's up, Joker?
Hey guys,
Joker.
you missed the obvious.
Oh, sorry.
The dog collar out of leather, it gets wet, it constricts, and the guy chokes.
Oh, well, you know what? It could have gotten a little wet.
Oh, okay. Got a little tighter, right?
Gets a little tight.
Okay. He falls asleep.
Choke.
Maybe he never falls asleep. He's choking to death, and there's good old Brett Cummins
snoring away.
Who can't handle his drugs, so he's out cold.
Can't handle his fucking ground up oxy.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever he was doing. Oh, the poor Weatherman. Oh, that's terrible.
Google Cummins image for nude torso pics of deceased. There's no fucking way that's going to be a real thing.
What's that?
There's no way. This guy Bill in Columbus is saying,
Oh,
Google
Bill.
Cummins, Cummins image for nude torso pics of deceased.
What?
Is it possible? Nah, come on. They wouldn't have fucking...
Yeah, what's that? Is that him? Is that him?
Oh, maybe it's a picture of him.
No, it's some young gentleman, nude from the waist up, though.
Yes.
Weatherman awakens. Who is that?
That's the guy. That's the guy.
That's the guy
Is
who's
that dead
dead?
guy?
That's the twink.
Victim. The body of Dexter Williams was found
Oh, I wish it was Dexter
curled
the dog.
in the fetal position in a hot tub with Arkansas Weatherman, Brett Cummins. And, wow, what a little twinkish lad he seems to be.
He's in great shape.
They were both in a tub together. Oh, boy.
They definitely had sex.
Oh, they so had anal intercourse.
They did. Two guys
just fucking in a
Fucking
tub,
and socking.
leaving blood and
they had butt sex.
jeez, they had some butt sex.
Yes.
Yeah,
You think the owner of the home had a really good night's sleep and then just kind of wakes up and is like,
that's terrible.
I got to check in the house. I wonder where everyone is.
Wonder what happened last night.
Do we have the wake up music? Maybe. Do we have that, E-Rock? It all starts all nice. You wake up from a good night's sleep.
Oh well. Oh, I was just. Wow, I'm exhausted. What a night. Whew. Who was over? Brett. Brett was over, and then Dexter. Holy shit! I left him in the bathroom. I wonder if they're still partying. Let me get up and walk. Just walk inside. Who's look in the bathroom here. Holy shit! There's a dead guy in the top. Brett, wake up, guys. What the fuck are we gonna do, man? Dexter's dead. Oh my god, he's got a dog collar around him. You're vomiting in my living room.
The guy was already in the bathroom. It's like, what was you leaving?
I know, toilet's right there.
Yeah.
You know that the vomit in the living room was more of a drag than what was going on in the bathtub.
It probably smelled like whatever he ate and cum.
You could get rid of all that shit in the bathtub by just turning on the faucet, right?
Well, that's
but
true.
Vomit, man, you get down on all fours and scrub that shit out of the rug.
Scrubbing. Well, all fours part's probably easy, but
Butt sex.
scrub and vomit. Yeah, butt sex. Butt sex. Butt sex.
Dave in Texas says this isn't the best Weatherman story of all time.
What?
No,
it's a good
Dave
one.
wants to put this on the table. Dave?
I don't know if it's the best ever, but we had a guy here in
in Wichita Falls that used to be our weatherman, and the word got out that he'd had a gerbil stuck in his ass.
Oh, come on.
We need a news story.
No one really does that.
No, this was in the mid-'80s, and so he used to call our CBA basketball team games. He was like one of the commentators at the little stadium.
If his buddy lit a match to find him, and the gerbil shot out and broke his nose and burned his face, I'm going to hang up in a second.
Yeah, we're going to have to find you
that
through
old
Google
gag.
Earth and kill you.
That was before, like, the internet. That was like shit would be faxed to you, that story.
We never did that story as real, right? We always did that one as fake.
I believe we always
I know
did
a lot
that
of
as
radio
fake.
guys got tricked by that one.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Well, I mean, nobody ever knew if it was true, but at the CBA game, we had a team called the Texans, and they were playing for the championship that year, and he used to call the games, and some drunk ass started the chant, faggot!
Jesus. How much tolerance down there,
No, not much at all.
Everybody in town had heard this fucking story, you know? I mean, it just kind of made the rounds, and there were, you know, gerbil jokes and all sorts of shit.
Well,
literally.
So,
literally.
Shit.
We don't have a news story on this?
No.
We don't have a news story on this, Dave. Very suspicious
If
here.
it ain't on AP, it didn't happen.
Dude, this is a town
Anal
of
penetration.
100,000. I don't know if they put it in the newspaper, but everybody in town knew it.
All right. Well, there you go.
All right, guys.
All right.
Hey, Jimmy.
Bye-bye, buddy.
All right.
This rain, man, what
gives?
did a weatherman murder someone in his bathtub? Why is it raining like this? The weather offended? It's crazy.
That weatherman story is terrific. And his name is Brett Cummins. I mean, it's just
Cummins. Yeah,
perfect.
I like the round circle, the little ring of blood in the tub. Very mysterious. I was
There's no mystery there.
Speculating. I watch a lot of the crime shows. I watch the Cold Case Files and Forensic Files and all that stuff.
Day.
I love that shit. And the ring of blood and the dead guy. This was one of these jacuzzi bathtubs. Now, I've heard tell that some of the vacuum suction things can be very, very harmful and can actually suck people's guts out and prolapse. So perhaps he got his asshole sucked out of him. Yeah?
What if that was the actual thing that happened, and he has to make that sound legit to the cops?
Yeah. Yeah,
We're
look.
like, yeah, come on, I'm sure an asshole got sucked out of
Yeah.
here. But, hey, it's a really good system. All right, I went for the upgrade.
I really went with that heavy suction pump. I should have went with the 110. I went with the 220.
There's actually a picture on the box of a guy grabbing his asshole with his eyes open wide. This is a very powerful suction.
Yeah, what if they had like a little industrial graphic for that, for a prolapse rectum, like, warning, like, you know, don't use electric material, don't get your asshole near the jets.
What was his last tweet?
How would that look, the sign? Because you know the corrosive one is a hand getting eaten away by corrosive. And then there's the gears that folding the guy into an accordion. And then there's just an asshole being pulled out of a gentleman with a pump.
Yeah, and for every one of those graphics, there was a team of artists that had to argue what's the best. Like the Slippery 4, that went through 8 or 9 versions.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like he's flying. It doesn't
Yeah,
sell
we
the
gotta
message.
fix that.
Make it look. You got to make it look like he's slipping. Now it looks like he has a big dick. Why are you? What are you doing here? No, the legs are going up in the air. Come on, man.
Slipping guy is difficult because sometimes he does look like a professional skater.
Yeah.
He's doing a little pirouette.
Or he's reclining. He has a huge erection.
You
You have to be very careful with that stuff.
Electricity, not very difficult to put across. You just put that lightning bolt.
The lightning,
And,
everyone understands the lightning
And the guy's
bolt.
like,
Poison. Everybody knows poison.
The skull and crossbones.
Yeah.
The hand in the gear is one of my favorites because it just you go, there's a visceral The corrosive is silly because no one's going to hold their hand there steady
for that long
while it
till
just
bone show.
Eats what looks like a huge bite mark out of a hand. It should be a motion blur. Like he's pulling it away at least.
Do you remember when there was this campaign? I remember this in the 70s called Mr. Yuck. And it was those stickers for kids, and it was his face just going, bah. And parents were supposed to get him and put him on anything poisonous in the house. So the little kid, and there was a little song, and they would teach kids, like, if you see the sticker, don't drink, because the hard to open drain cleaner top wasn't enough for kids. So you shouldn't chug this.
E-Rock had that on his refrigerator growing up. His parents really tried.
They did try.
Mr. Yuck.
Can we find the Mr. Yuck song?
I would love a Mr.
It has
Yuck
to be,
song.
Mr. Yuck.
The laser one's kind of cool. Look at that, the caution laser.
Oh, damn.
It's a line with a big ending of like, don't be there.
If you're working at a place with a caution laser sign, then you do have kind of a cool job. Where you do get to
That
say,
is true.
Yeah, well, I got to look out for my job. Some of my coworkers are dicks. Oh, there's lasers. So the kid's kind of rough.
Yeah,
I got a rough job. Yeah, there it is. There's the Mr. Yuck commercial.
All right, Mr. Yuck.
This is YouTube.
I can't see it.
Oh, this is scary.
Mr. Yuck is me.
Oh, I remember this song.
This plays before Voss's act.
You know what, Darren? I look like Mr. Yuck.
Lots of things that children shouldn't touch.
Oh, Lord.
Home is full of bad things that can hurt you very much. Now there's a man whose face is green that you ought to get to know. He'll warn you when danger's coming fast or slow. Get to know his face in
looks like the IHOP
every
shooter in
single
Nevada.
place. When you see it, you'll know quick. Things marked yuck make you sick, 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 sick.
Whoa.
Like your uncle's dick.
Mr. Yuck is
Spit that cum out quick.
Mr. Yuck is green.
That's such a Grinch ripoff.
Yeah, I don't
You're
remember
a
that at
mean
all.
one, Mr. Yuck.
That one lyric in the middle, your home is full of bad things that can hurt you very much. I wonder how many kids that were being molested were like, tell me about it. Like watching this commercial, like, no kidding. Now you tell me.
Laying there with a bleeding asshole just staring at the bleach. I wish I could drink that stuff.
The parents are trying to do nice thing, give him the stickers. He puts them on evil things and walks over to the uncle and puts it on his fly.
Yeah, exactly.
Very awkward moment at Thanksgiving. Like, I don't know,
everyone's time.
This kid's crazy.
Yeah.
Love stickers.
What year was that, Patton? You know?
I remember it in this either 70s or 80s. I just remember
I
seeing
don't
those
remember that one
commercials.
at all.
I've never seen that either.
No.
Yeah, they were.
No.
God, that wasn't on the prep sheet for Patton Oswalt.
Yeah, see?
God damn.
It's going to be the
Yuck
next
stuff.
It's going to be the next radio station he goes to, though.
You want to do this this Groton man story real fast? That's what we're getting into.
Oh, everyone can understand this. Anyone who's been married. And this guy was married for 29 years. 29 years. The guy was 51 years old. Married 29 years. Do a little math, Opie.
29 years?
How old was he when he got married?
How old is he now?
51. Married 29 years.
He got young. He got married too young.
So now you're 22-year-old guy.
You should
right?
not be getting married at 22 years old.
23.
What? 23?
23.
I'm sorry.
Look at us with our math skills.
Wait, how old is he?
Well, it's subtraction. That is a tough one.
Wait, how old is he?
51.
And he got married at 22. That's 29 years. Why are you saying 23 years?
Yeah, why are you saying 20?
I swear to God,
He jumps in with a correction, and it's wrong.
Sorry.
My English stinks, and your math stinks.
No. I forgot to put it on the other side.
All right. I practiced the puts all weekend long.
All right, sorry.
All right.
So, you're 21 years old. How old? 22 years old. And now from 22 to 51, you have this woman that is just telling you what to do all the time, ragging you. And he finally lost his mind. A Groton man, Connecticut, charged with murder in the death of his wife, told police that he ran her over in their driveway because she berated and nagged him. Berated and nagged him.
But that happens.
Let
to
him
a lot,
off.
That happens to a lot of couples.
It does. It certainly does. And this guy couldn't take it anymore. His description is classic of what happened. Blakesley, 51, said that on September 10th, his wife, Christine, nagged him about a motor vehicle ticket he'd received several weeks earlier.
Oh, okay. I'm starting to feel this story.
He said his wife of 29 years would not drop the matter. Oh, have you been in this, people?
How many times have I told you to slow down? They're going to get a ticket, but you won't slow down.
Yeah.
What happens? When does it turn into this, by the way?
I don't know.
You always like, I don't know, you start dating someone, it's all about sex, and you can't do no wrong, she can't do no wrong. But slowly but surely, all, like, relationships creep into this type of a situation.
Opie, this is after 29 years.
That's what I mean, but it slowly creeps. You don't really notice it happening, you know?
I was in a relationship for a while.
Oh,
I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna mention any names.
I'm gonna go get
who,
coffee.
what, where. No
What?
names or anything. But I got to tell you, being ragged on and bitched at is not a fun thing.
Like not doing your vacuuming before I pick you up.
Right. All
Oh,
that
my
kind
God.
of fun stuff.
I used. Oh wow.
I want no.
Can I tell one
No.
story?
What?
I used to. Ed and I used to commute because we lived in the same town when we first moved back to New York. And
Beautiful Huntington, New York.
I picked up Anthony. You know, and we take turns like commuting in and taking turns driving and
I'll
stuff.
drive today.
And I would pick up Anthony around, I don't know, let's say about 10. It was pretty accurate, right? After rush hour, we decided to come in for our afternoon show, get some things done, maybe meetings, whatever. And I'm thinking Anthony is not a morning person, so if I'm picking him up at 10, he had to have gotten up maybe 9:15.
Yep.
Seriously.
Absolutely.
And I would pick up Anthony, and this was more than once. Like, Anthony would be at the front door, and his ex would be yelling and screaming at him. Yelling and screaming at him, and I would get pissed off, and he would get in the car, and I'm like, what could you have possibly done wrong? I know you've only been up for 45 minutes, maybe an hour.
You know how much stuff you could do wrong in 45 minutes? Are you kidding? Do you know the earth-shattering messes you can concoct in 45 minutes?
I remember one time it was because you didn't vacuum.
I used to smile when I walked out to get into that car to come to work. Oh, would I smile. I was done for the day. And then
Opie and his funmobile showing up at your house like, whew.
Yeah, whoo, here we go. And then after the show, I would hang out and play video games until all hours of the night. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Hello?
I know.
Yeah, meeting.
I got to take a leak.
Yeah, another meeting. Oh, this one's going on and on. I don't know, we got to meet with people again. We got in trouble, but I'll be home. I'll be home in like November. Is that okay? Why did I pick the month it is? What an idiot. What a fucking idiot.
And none of us noticed.
For this bit, the day is September 19th.
Yeah.
But I remember one time you came into the car. I'm like, what'd you do wrong? Well, I was supposed to vacuum before I left for work.
I think I was supposed to take out the garbage.
Or
I
something.
think that was it. I think that was my job.
All right.
Something like that. But I won't mention any names or this relationship, but it was just a constant ragging. And there were times where we would go out, and this girl would get a little intoxicated, Opie. A little drunk.
Sorry, I had something in my mouth.
Yeah. And I would say, before we even went out, I would say, look.
I'm going to check my messages.
I
I
would say,
think someone
look,
might have called
look,
while we were in break.
Please, I'm begging you, even after you're drunk, try to keep this in your head. Whatever you're going to start arguing about isn't important and does not need to be pursued. Does not even need. So we're going out to have fun. It's going to be fun. Let's go out. We'll tip a few back, but keep it light and airy and fun.
Sure.
There's nothing to argue about. And there's nothing to argue about right now, right? Yeah. Okay. So nothing important is going to happen while we're out drinking. So let's remember that and keep it. Let's fast forward 4 hours. I'll say 4 hours. You motherfucker. No, because you don't clean. I do every fucking thing.
All right,
I'm like,
coffee.
remember the conversation? Do you remember? You fuck yourself. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm going to be sitting over here for
I'm
a
in
while.
living hell. This is unbelievable. And, occasionally you do get it in your mind. If she was in front of my car, would I put it in drive, as this gentleman in this article did, and maybe hit the gas?
We're getting back to that story?
Oh, that's where we were the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Well, can I ask a question? If you're dating someone and you feel that they're drinking too much, wouldn't you say, like, maybe you shouldn't drink before we go out?
No.
Can I say
If
something
she's
else?
not drinking,
Can I add?
then I'm not drinking.
Can I
I
s-
had a drink.
Can I say something else?
Yeah.
She would call while we were on the air because it was happy hour time. Because we did 3 to 7. And I remember phone calls where you would beg her not to get too drunk before you got there.
No shots. No shots till I get there.
And it's this big radio star, and he's begging this certain individual not to get too hammered before he got there.
I had to. Christine Blakesley, 54, was bitching about the parking ticket he'd received several weeks earlier. He said his wife of 29 years would not drop the matter, so he decided to get in his truck and leave. It's a pretty rational thing for a guy to do, leave the situation. Christine Blakesley, the wife, followed him, climbed up on the running board. He drove the truck in reverse, causing his wife to fall. Now, under normal circumstances, that would be a waker-upper right there. You'd go, holy jeez, she just fell off the running board. Things got out of hand. Let me see if she's okay. You know, she was ragging me and stuff. Things got out of hand. Now, this should pretty much take care of the problem. He's quoted as saying, I stopped the truck and looked out in front of me. Picture this scene. Blakesley said in his statement, my wife was there in the headlights. She was kneeling with her hands in front of her. Small pause. I stepped on the gas. Oh. How great is that? I stepped on the gas. She never looked up. I just wanted to make her stop. I didn't think about the consequences. He just wanted to make it stop. That voice in his head.
Just make it stop.
That voice. Parking ticket. Back. Stop. Back. I told you so. Just holding on to the running board. Probably turned and looked at her face pressed against the window. What are you doing? I told you. Where are you going? Get back here. I stepped on the gas. She never looked up. I just wanted to make her stop. I didn't think about the consequences. I heard a thud. Then I thought I heard her scream. I didn't stop right away. I stopped when it came to me that I hit her. I kept thinking, oh my God, I just killed my wife. He said he returned to the house, and what did he do afterwards, Opie? Did he call 911? Did he check on her? Did he freak out? He went to sleep. He finally could sleep. It was finally quiet.
First night of peaceful sleep.
And I'll tell you another...
Wait, she's like just dead in the driveway?
She's dead in the driveway.
And he's like...
He's snoozing away. Let me tell you another treat that some guys have to go through. I gotta go to sleep, but there's a fight going on. You're in bed. You have to get up for work. You're in bed.
Is this a real story?
Trying
or is
to
this
sleep.
Something that you've heard?
Let's just say I might be familiar with this certain situation.
All right, I'm going to go sit back over here for a while.
There's been a drunken argument. You're trying to rationalize, but it's like rationalizing with a pumpkin or a porcupine or a cactus. You know, try to rationalize with it. It's not going to listen. So you finally decide it's time for bed.
Yeah.
It's time for bed. You got to sleep. My God, you got to sleep. It's 6 a.m, and you're going to bed. Climb into bed. You're all aggravated, but maybe you could just relax long enough and go to sleep. From downstairs. Fucking idiot. Son of a bitch. Why the... God, son of a fucking prick. Goddamn son of a bitch. All it. Never listen to fucking word I say. You son motherfucker. Oh now you're trying to sleep.
Holy yes, even Jim's uncomfortable.
Now you're trying to sleep. And this is all going on, and you're trying.
I hate these stories.
And you think in your head, do I just lay here and hopefully fall asleep? Or it's a fine line. Do I wake up and continue this argument that now will put it into hyperdrive?
Can I throw something else into this mix?
Yes.
When that's going on and you're upstairs, part of you's got to be thinking, she might stab me.
Yeah, there were some times you would
serious.
actually think something might happen. Yeah, all kinds of thoughts go through your head. But you know the best thing is to stay in bed and try to go to sleep. Because you've tried them all before. You tried all that. You get up and continue trying to rationalize. It just goes on and on. It doesn't end. And then, when you finally do sleep, and she sleeps and everyone wakes up, it never happened. Hey, how you doing? Morning. Morning. Morning.
You're living with what's her name from Misery,
and then
Kathy Bates.
Yeah, Kathy Bates, a young version of Kathy Bates.
Morning.
And you're like,
And you're like, where's Opie? Beat the horn, Opie, please.
Honk, honk.
Oh, I gotta go. It's time for work.
You know I was your savior, right?
Why are you leaving at 8 a.m.?
You haven't acknowledged lately that I was your
What?
savior.
What?
You just haven't acknowledged it lately. I want to hear it today.
I'd have probably left sooner if it wasn't for you and Sandy.
I was your savior.
I'm not going to say that. You were my savior as far as work goes. Get me this kick-ass job in radio.
But I brought fun back into your life.
I'm really assessing this. Hold on. You gave me the cool job in radio.
No, just the opportunity, and and the rest is
having nothing
is
to do
history.
with any relationships I've been in. I don't think that really fits, Opie.
I don't know, because I don't think you would ever got divorced.
Are you insane?
Well, you talked about how you couldn't get divorced for a while there.
Why?
Wait, how many? Didn't you want to get divorced way before you did?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
And I didn't because I had a kick-ass job in radio.
I don't get it.
Well, it was just kind of a good distraction.
Well, that's what I mean. I was your savior.
Or my curse, if you think of it that way. I would have been out of it, perhaps, earlier. It was a good distraction. I was having a good time away from the house.
Well, that's what I mean by the savior part. I gave you a nice distraction. Because
it's blood on your hands and on your feet, Stigmata, my savior.
This is this is what the point I'm getting at is that I think I know you well enough to know that you realized early on that you weren't in the greatest relationship, right?
Yeah.
But you also had a shitty job. So you had a shitty job, then you had this going on at home.
Yeah.
But then you got into radio, so at least it gave you fun, and a distraction.
I think I'd have walked away from the entire situation earlier. The job, the woman, everything. If I was still in that crappy job.
Okay.
I think it would have really. Who knows?
So what happened to the Blakesleys?
By the way, can I say that Robert Blake's wife's last name was Blakely?
Ooh.
How coincidental is that?
None whatsoever.
Not funny or interesting either. As I said it, that's good job, flow stopper.
An autopsy report ruled Christine Blakesley ruled her death a homicide, saying she died of blunt force chest trauma.
Oh man!
Oh, hit her right in the chest with the bumper.
Not only did he hit her, he hit her. He's like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to make it look good.
He went to the house, went to sleep, told police he woke up, checked the driveway, saw his wife was still there, and called 911. I didn't want to face what happened, he said. I was hoping it was all a bad dream. Yeah, 29-year bad dream.
She jumped on the running board.
She's bitching about a ticket. You fucking bitch. When he realized he'd killed his wife, he tried to commit suicide by drinking and taking Tylenol. What's that going to do? In his second version, he told police he woke up early in the morning, heard a car braking, then a thud, looked out a window and saw a light-colored car driving away. Blakeslee told police he returned to bed and noticed that his wife was gone. He said he found her dead in the driveway. How are you going to say that when there's a dent in your car because you hit your wife?
Her hair is in your bumper.
What a foolish thing. At least say you saw a light-colored car with a black guy in it driving away. Oh, it wasn't in Boston. Okay. It was in Connecticut. I am sorry. I didn't want to kill her. I just wanted her to stop. That's what it says. Ladies, do some thinking. Are you a nag? Are you ragging your husband? Are you constantly just pecking away at his head?
But in the beginning, it's just not like that. But something happens slowly but surely, and then you wake up one day and realize, oh, my God, I'm in a nightmare.
Opie, sometimes you can find the right person you get along with, you can chat with, and it's wonderful. But when you're in a situation, you're in a relationship like that, you got to get out. You got to run, because it's going to end up, she will either kill you through the nagging, or you will see her in the headlights on her knees, hands in front of her. And you know what choice you'll make? The little skinny pedal on the right.
All right, we haven't played this in a couple days. I mean, we're not going to break, though. I just want to play this really fast.
Oh, I love this.
She spilled my coffee.
I'm sorry, sir.
You fucking bitch. I'll bring a little coffee. How do you like that?
Oh, that's great.
You wouldn't get away with it here.
But you should.
You shouldn't get away with it at home.
She spilled my coffee.
The little laugh is the
The
greatest.
little chuckle because he knows what's coming. He's
dumbass.
laughing because he's the only one that knows what's coming.
I'm sorry,
That
sir.
coffee spilling bitch has no clue she's getting that in the face.
Her just desserts.
Janine, what's going on?
Hello?
Hey, you're on the radio.
Hello.
Let's go.
I just want to say that you guys are making me want to leave my husband out of an act of mercy.
Why,
I
do you
think
rag
guys-
him?
I hate me right now.
Are you a rag, a nag?
I don't want to be. I don't want to be. I don't think I have a choice, though.
It's in our nature.
Why? Why don't you have a choice?
Because he's a guy and he does stupid guy things, and I just can't let go.
Sometimes those stupid guy things we do at the beginning of the relationship were called cute.
Yeah, they were called cute, and I used to want to keep him in my closet and take him out and look at him because he was so funny, and now I just want to lock him in there. And I'm sure he wants to kill me half the time.
And the things you guys rag about, they used to not be that big an issue. And then slowly they become this big issue that needs to be addressed on a minutely basis. Your clothes are on the floor.
I suck. I totally suck, and on Halloween, I was jumping up and down yelling because he refused to put on his mask. I'm a dick.
See, those are things. If you don't want to put on a mask, he don't put on a mask. You know what I used to get ragged at all the time at weddings? Come on, let's dance. Let's get up and dance. And I'm like, I don't want to dance. I want to sit here. I want to finish my drink. And I just want to sit here and watch everyone else dance because they look like drunken buffoons.
Yep.
Get up and dance. Why don't you have a dance? And then the arm pull where you got to hold on to your seat. Now it's assault. I don't want to dance. And it just rag. Pick. Stop it.
Oh my God, I'm getting uncomfortable.
I'm sorry.
I hate these flashbacks. I just hate. This is the only time.
Poor guy doesn't want to put his mask on, and you're yelling at him.
Yelling at him. What kind of mask was
What
it?
kind of mask?
It was a stupid burglar mask. It was the only thing I could get him to wear because it was cheap and easy. But he's a musician, and I try to do everything for him. So then when it's my time, I have to insist that it goes my way, and I'm just an asshole.
What kind of burglar mask? Like one around the eyes or one around the mouth?
Ridiculous.
Like a
It was
hamburglar?
rubber hat.
I think every marriage should end after 7 years.
Think 7 years?
7 years. That's it.
I think there should be an option. Like you go a few years and you have an option to re-up your marriage license. You got to get it. You know, it could expire.
You laugh,
and
but
if
it's
both
not
parties,
a bad idea.
If both parties are in agreement,
right,
you re-up your marriage license
Right.
for another couple of years.
Instead of like signing that marriage certificate, and now you're stuck for life because all the women get all the money and stuff when you do finally divorce.
You can't get a lifetime fishing license,
Right.
And that's for a fish,
right?
But you could get a wife, and it's a lifetime license that never expires.
Well, I just
Who stays in one job for 40 years?
No one.
Exactly. Why do you have to stay with the same person for 40 years?
You do. Because you said
marriage in this day and age just doesn't make sense anymore.
No.
It just doesn't.
Thanks to you guys, I'm going to drive away, and I'm never going to look back, and he'll hear it on the replay. And, honey, I'm sorry I'm doing this because I love you.
Do you like sucking?
I'm going.
Leave him alone.
Yeah, leave him alone, man.
Or be a friend. Be a chick that's interesting. Do something like cup a fart and throw it in his face. He'll love you for that. Do something silly.
There you go.
I'll learn to gag more.
Nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
We like when you gag just a little bit.
You should have said, put the mask on, honey.
Yeah. I told you the girl that would put the bucket by the side of my...
Yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I'll eat
Janine.
ice cream and learn to gag.
Thank you.
Oh, you remember the ice cream? Good memory.
I like Anthony's. I like your suggestion there, man.
Huh?
The
Yeah.
whole license renewal.
Have
thing.
a marriage license with an expiration
It's
on
not
it.
a bad idea. Let's say hi to Keith in Cincinnati. How about those Bengals, Keith? Huh?
They looked good yesterday against
They kicked the Cowboys' ass 26-3.
Well, maybe if we didn't have a 50-year-old quarterback, that wouldn't happen.
Well, you guys got rid of the Coke guy.
I didn't. Parcells did, that dope.
What was his name again?
man.
Quincy Carter.
Yeah, Quincy.
Vinny with 3
Everybody got their
interceptions.
expectations
Vinny
up
stinks.
last year
Dude, we
for
knew
no
Vinny.
reason.
We knew Vinny was awful when he was with the Jets.
That's how you build an offense. Take someone from the Jets. What's the matter? Wasn't Darryl Stingley available?
Wow.
Wow.
But he's in a wheelchair, Jimmy.
Yeah, I was calling just to relate. You're talking about nagging women. I'm getting ready to go through a divorce myself, and I was married to the naggingest bitch on the face of the earth.
Yeah, but it didn't. Hold on, but it didn't start like that, right?
Well, I'm sorry?
It didn't start like that, right?
I still didn't pick that up. Your line is really distorting on my end.
Your relationship didn't start like that with her nagging.
Oh, hell no.
Maybe this guy needs to be nagged, too. You just had to tell him 3 fucking times.
Yeah.
He doesn't listen.
I can relate with the right pedal versus the middle pedal. Trust me, I can relate to it, but I would never take it that far.
So when did you realize that the nagging was definitely a problem? Because I bet you at first there's a little nag that comes your way, but you're like, whatever. You know, all right, maybe she just take it. Maybe she just had a bad day at work.
I could take it.
What?
I thought it was hormone swings from the pregnancy. She got pregnant early on. I thought it was just that. After she had the baby, she stayed a bitch, so it wasn't that.
Yeah, you should be able to get out of this stuff without a lawyer getting involved, man.
Now she's a mom with her stupid socks pulled up over the stretchy pants.
Last week, and you had me
fat
scared
whore.
to death with that little story about getting raped. You know, a $60,000 a year, taking half of it. You know, you got me worried to death now. Thanks, I appreciate that, guys.
Yeah, no problem, man.
All right, Keith. Good luck to you there, huh?
Thank you. Have a good one.
I don't know where this guy's going, but we'll see. Bill in Boston, what's up?
What's up, guys?
How about those socks?
Pats. You got to congratulate them on the Pats.
I already did the Pats score.
I got to do it again.
I got to do it again.
Pats beat the Rams 40-22. Who cares?
That's right.
Go ahead.
Ian, I don't know if you can, how much can you talk about your divorce? Was there any agreements in the settlement or anything like that?
I'm just talking about general relationships, sir.
Yeah. I think Anthony speaks freely.
That's it.
Well, I wanted to ask you, out of all the lawyers in New York, why would she hire Dominic Barbara, who's associated with Howard?
And then the company doesn't understand why we hate Howard and we should get along with him. Yeah, okay.
No shit.
I would guess, I don't know why, but I would guess because it's one of those great little tactics. It just it puts the fear of things being in the public eye on someone else's radio show. He's known for being a pretty good divorce lawyer too.
Right.
So,
all right. There you go. And that's that.
There it is.
Huh? Here we go. This will kill a minute.
Curling iron, earrings, lipstick, makeup, usually items that women use to get their day started. But according to police, 3 guys actually got all dolled up before committing some unladylike behavior at a Hickory Hill McDonald's. These 3 guys are accused of dressing up like women and behaving badly. Memphis police say they attacked 3 workers at this Mickey D's in the 3600 block of Mendenhall Sunday night. After placing an order at the drive-thru, police say the cross-dressers weren't loving the service, and that's when things got heated. Workers told police that's when the guys came inside the restaurant and started a fight. They're accused of hitting the manager with the tire iron, and when he fought back, that's when they kicked off their stiletto boots and took off their hoop earrings and really let him have it. They even hit the guy upside the head with a wet floor sign.
With a wet floor sign.
Nice. Hey, what I want to know is, he fought back after he was hit with a tire iron. Would this fucking guy have a fucking helmet? After you get hit with a tire iron, you go to the hospital.
You don't fight back. It's not a movie where you just keep going.
Right.
Tire iron is followed by fucking emergency room.
If somebody hit me with a tire, I'd quit. Fuck the iron.
The iron.
Just the rubber part.
A fucking tire iron.
How do you take a tire iron?
That's a tough guy. Unless, the cross-dressers really kind of didn't hit him hard with it. Might have just poked him with it. Yeah, you're bleeding.
You don't come back from a tire iron. Fought back. When you get somebody with a tire iron and they're still standing, that's when you just fucking turn around and run. You don't take your earrings off.
Not these guys. They took the earrings off and beat him up. All right, end of story. What's next?
Hey, there's a story. That is just hitting the wire. A skydiver. Skydive horror for newbie as instructor dies mid-jump.
Yeah, you get these tandem jumpers. You're pretty much strapped on the front of the skydiver, and he jumps out of the plane and does everything. You get to enjoy the ride down, but you don't have to do anything.
Yeah. Well, listen to this.
Yeah.
Just imagine the horror. A rookie skydiver on his first ever jump.
And last.
Had to glide himself to safety after his instructor died of a heart attack as they parachuted from a few thousand feet up.
Wow.
On the way down, guy dies. You're still strapped to him. And you don't really know what the F you're doing because you're going with the guy, and now you got to figure this out.
The guy had pulled the chute, though, before he died.
I don't know.
That's kind of what I'm...
Let's see. Daniel Farr, 25, who was strapped to the doomed teacher, managed to grab control of the chute and steer his way to landing in a South Carolina field. So that makes it sound like maybe the chute was already...
The chute was opened, and he had to, pull on the old Old handles.
Farr tried to give CPR to stricken instructor George Chip Steele. George Chip Steele, 49. But it was too late. The drop zone drama unfolded Saturday when Farr went to a skydiving facility for the jump, a Christmas gift from his girlfriend.
Hey, those gifts are the dumbest things you could do. Like, hey, I gave you a gift of bungee jumping. I gave you the gift of skydiving. Here's the gift of base jumping.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I won't mind that much if you die.
Yeah, I bought you flying through the air with a corpse strapped to your back for your
You know what, though?
birthday.
You got a story. The guy's got a story for the rest of his life. He's the guy.
Is this a really dumb question? I'm amazed. How did they know that he died in the air and not? Is that really a dumb question?
He was alive when they jumped out of the plane, and he's dead when they were on the ground.
Yes, right.
But I mean,
somewhere in between there, Joe.
Could an impact or something?
Somewhere.
All right, it was a dumb question.
The last
Never
thing
mind.
he said, I know this, was the guy. They jumped and the guy asked a question, and he goes, "Wow, it's really quiet up here." And the instructor said, "Welcome to my world."
Mm-hmm.
And that was the last thing.
No,
he
for
said.
real, that's what happened.
That's the last thing he said.
Because
And he
people don't
asked-
realize when you jump out of a plane, it's really eerily quiet as you're plummeting to the earth.
Is that true? He said, welcome to my
world.
That was his last
Not
word.
quite- well, and goodbye from mine was his answer.
A few seconds passed and Farr asked his instructor another question. This time, Steele didn't answer. Now he's dead guy.
Wow, that was quick.
Now he's dead guy.
And I'm sure they'll be like, he died doing what he loved doing.
Being strapped to a man.
Yeah.
He hated
Front to back.
skydiving. But he loved ass rape.
What a great excuse to be very close to men.
Yes. Front to back like that? Wow.
Like a Cialis and jump.
Oh, I love that, though, because it's just a way to make us all feel better. He died doing what he loved.
What he loved doing.
They said that about my principal. He died scuba diving out east on Long Island.
Yeah, torn apart by a shark. He died doing what he wanted to do, be fish food.
I think he had like a heart attack 100 feet down. You got to think that's a horrific death, and that's how they spun it to us little kids. He died doing what he loved doing.
Yeah.
And I remember as a kid even thinking, wow, that's a horrific way to go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
underwater
horrible.
like that.
That's horrible. Jesus God.
There's nothing
almighty.
fun about it.
How old was he?
Wow, when you're a kid, the guy could have been 40, but in my little kid mind, he looked like he was 60.
70,
yeah. Yeah, I have no idea.
You know when you die doing what you love, when J-Lo mistakes your face for a bike seat and you drop dead, that's a fair time to say you died doing what you love.
So he asked another question, and the instructor did not answer.
J-Lo joke, by the way. Good one.
It was nice. Realizing something was amiss, Farr grabbed a steering device and tried to avoid trees in a house. He landed in a field and tried to help Steele until paramedics arrived. Even after the terrifying adventure, Farr said what? Said what, Ed?
I'll still go skydiving.
Give yourself a nice little bell for the correct answer, my friend. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That is, the guy's got a good story, though. If you know you're going to survive that, I would take that deal. What the hell?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Makes your life a little more interesting that you survive something like that.
Dead guy on your back?
You can never, I don't know. He can never tell the story on anything, though, because he's too close to the incident, and he's always got to worry about that guy's family getting upset.
Yeah.
He's bragging that he went to the air with a dead guy strapped to him.
I didn't even need him.
Yeah.
I cut him loose, actually. He plummeted.
Yeah.
And I realized he was just dead weight.
Yeah. I knew I was a pro. I know I could do this on my own.
I could steer a chute.
That sucks.
You think he had dead guy breath just as he's trying to land this?
No, because you're dead. There's nothing coming out.
Well, it starts that. Well, you know what I mean. It starts with the rotting process.
The mouth might smell a little bit.
It starts getting dry immediately.
It's just the trip down. It's not like rigor is setting in.
I was going to say, how fast does the rigor mortis set in? Do you think
Jimsy?
By the time he hit the ground, they knew he was dead, Sam.
Oh, Jimsy. Yeah. It was an accident.
Yeah.
It was a tragedy.
Yes. He had botulism from the plain water.
Oh, wow. That's a bold statement. I thought he just had a heart attack on the way down.
I have little skinny teeth.
Yeah. You empty your bowels as soon as you die. So that could have been a problem,
nice.
too.
Oh, that might have happened.
That's nice.
I'm still going with the bad smell thing. There's got to be something going on.
Hey,
you watched the Super Bowl there, Joe?
I didn't. I was on a friggin' plane the whole time.
You missed one of the greatest games in Super Bowl history.
If I cared at all about sports, I'd be upset.
You're not a sports
right now.
guy.
I'm not a sports guy at all. Look at me. I'm a mess.
You're perfect for watching sports.
I can't even play sports on Xbox. It's embarrassing. Was it a good game?
Yeah, it really was.
Apparently,
I fell asleep myself.
Best Super Bowl
in
ever.
the third quarter, but
Yeah, they are.
But it wasn't.
Well, that's what they're saying.
I don't know. It's right up there.
They are.
There were some amazing plays. And then they win because the guy's good with his tippy toes. It's a great ending.
Yeah. That's something that I see as being relatively new to
tippy
football. The being able to do that tippy toe thing. Like years ago, they just stumble into the end zone, look to catch the ball. There, he's out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they got to practice that move.
Oh, yeah.
They got to, like, throw the ball at him right at the out-of-bounds line in the end zone and go, no, you got to see, you keep those toes in there.
Yeah.
That isn't just something you kind of think of off the cuff.
Plant the toes. And
let me do this move where I defy gravity and catch a ball.
Yeah, and they're running. They're running on their tippy toes.
Full speed.
My ankles would snap right off of my body.
I dropped the ball because I got one of those cramps from putting your foot too far down too fast. Ow! Ow! I got a cramp. Yeah, right on the arch of your foot. I'd be pulling my foot up, crying with the ref waving it as incomplete. Everyone hating me.
I get those in bed all the time, and it's so embarrassing when I have a girl.
Right?
Yeah, when I have a girl over that I don't know, and she's laying there, and I'm going, ow, 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 ow.
I got a cramp. Wait a minute, I got a cramp, and you're pulling on your foot and your leg, and they're getting dressed.
You ever get it so bad you watch the muscle go up your leg, and you're like holding with two hands in place, praying that it's not going to move any further?
No.
You've never got one of those?
Well, maybe
you watch the whole calf muscle start moving up toward the back of your knee.
The pain.
That's
hard. Never seen anything move like an alien in there.
And you feel it moving like there's something alive in there. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Maybe that's happened, but I haven't seen it. I'm going to look for it next time.
I can feel when a cramp is ready. It's like it's ready to start cramping up, and you're like, uh-oh, if I move my leg a certain way, I'm doomed. And then you're laying in bed just going, all right, if I stay like, no, it's bad.
The best one is...
And then it just... squeezes.
The best one is watching your toes try to escape from your body, and you look at it like, what are they doing?
Your muscle wants oxygen.
But all of a sudden they just start moving in directions they're not supposed to move in.
And I was just going to say, I'm so loud when I get them, and I get them at like 6 a.m., and I'm in my bed like, F, C, F, like just my neighbors must be like, what is he murdering somebody in there right now? Like it's the worst.
It is, embarrassing.
I asked you about the Super Bowl just to set up a clip. In Arizona, they're doing the Super Bowl thing, and somewhere in the middle of the game, a porn clip pops on the TV.
Really?
Yeah.
Someone having little shenanigans down at the old relay station.
And Danny, what do we got? This isn't the news story. This is the actual porn clip popping on?
This audio is from somebody's actual DVR. You'll notice that the audio quality, it's okay, it's a little tinny, but that's because somebody was like videotaping their television. So this is off their DVR exactly how it aired.
And this is real. This is some guy trying to do it.
No, this looks to be the real thing.
All right, here we go.
Maybe somewhere on this drive we ought to go back to that. Now they got those safeties deep again. Second and 10. Warner, Fitzgerald into field territory. 30, 20, 10. Arizona has the lead.
But if he starts bothering you a little bit, just slap his through his pants. Just give it a little crack. It's lodged. It's lodged in there. Hold on, let me get it out for you. There you go. Just shake a little air at you. Okay, you can.
And he went to the perfect guy in the perfect
way.
I bet you somewhere someone is furious that a football game interrupted the porn.
Yes, excuse me. I was watching some porno, and...
You think someone's calling the cable company? My porn was interrupted by some dumb game.
That's hilarious. I was hoping that it was going to come in right at the touchdown. 10! 8! Pull it out of his pants.
Now people, because of this radio show, think That's our bit. This really happened. I just wanted to
Where
stress
did that come from?
In Arizona.
Oh my God, that's wonderful.
Yeah. The video. How do we turn people onto this video?
This video is located on a website called Fleshbot.com.
Are we allowed to say Fleshbot?
Oh, and there it is. It's just switched to the porno portion.
Right to the porno.
Imagine sitting watching the game and then it's like, what? Wait, what is?
Was that actually?
Is this a commercial? Is this one of the wacky commercials?
Do they show pop out?
Yes, they do, James.
Oh, good. So at least
Just give it a sec. And
oh,
here we go.
Is this for Doritos? What commercial is this?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Is this the new Transformers TV spot they said they were going to play?
What is that?
That audio translated into the clip that we
Wow.
And then back to the game.
Yeah, the slapping you heard was him doing a hula hoop type motion. And it was something slapping against his thighs.
Yeah, side to side.
Yeah, is what you heard.
Is that are people mad when they're watching the game and that happens? I would love that.
Yeah, it would be great. I'd laugh my ass off.
I want to know more about this because this is brilliant for maybe a website or something. You get into cahoots with the guy at the TV station. Go, look, let's do this.
There's no upside though. There's really no upside.
What if the guy's making like no money and this website, let's say, gets to him and goes, look, you got to put this clip on right in the middle of the game. We'll get national exposure. I'll give you 100 G's.
That's an interference. There's like something really illegal about it.
Yeah,
It's an FCC violation, I'm sure. And by the way, how about this porn actor? From just doing a regular porn movie, and all of a sudden your penis is on television during the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, this guy's name is Evan Stone.
That's Evan Stone. That is Evan Stone. Yeah,
look at Jimmy.
Did you recognize this?
By the way, the picture is from the hips up. I mean down. Damn it.
Hips up.
I always get that back. I'm a dyslexic idiot.
No, when he stands up, you can see he's got the hair. In the beginning, you can see his hair in his face. That is Evan Stone.
Yeah. Okay. I thought you recognized.
And this was actually, I guess, there's a Club Jenna channel on whatever service provider is out there in Arizona, and this was what I guess was playing at the time.
Oh, some signals got crossed there, huh?
Wait, let me jump in. We got Tony. He's a cop in Arizona. Tony.
How you doing?
Good. What do you got on this?
Hey, I'm a police officer in Arizona where this happened, and it was only Comcast cable and it was only the non-HD feed. But the police departments got inundated with phone calls with people demanding that people be arrested over this because their children saw it.
Wasting 911 time because what are the cops going to do? There's porn on my TV. All right, well, come in and shoot your television.
Makes the Janet Jackson thing look like it was nothing,
Dude,
huh?
Yeah, first it was Janet, now it's some guy's
Oh, this was only a local thing.
Imagine if it wasn't local, though, and that went out all over everyone that was watching the Super Bowl.
That's what I thought he meant at first. And I was like, now I wish I would have watched the game.
Women calling, demanding that penis replace their husbands. Like, officer, could you shoot my husbands? Find that gentleman.
Wow.
A good boy, Evan.
Jesus, God.
Hey, we could get this done. Eric, I'm not even going to say where you're from, but you work in TV, and if someone offered you money, you would do this, right?
Yeah, if someone offered me enough money, I would definitely. I barely make anything.
And this is easy to do, right?
It would be very easy.
Wow.
It depends. If you're in master control, it's the slip of a finger. If you're in tape,
you
just pop in another tape.
I'm telling you, I'm surprised this hasn't happened more. You get some of the guys that make no money, and you go, hey, let's do this thing.
It's happened by accident. There was a guy at the CBC, his foot slipped, and he punched up porn.
No, why? Because these guys are watching porn. They're bored. They're in the control room. They have to be the guy that has to work Super Bowl Sunday, so they got something else on one of the monitors.
Never thought of that.
And all of a sudden, you hit the wrong switch by accident, and then there you go. Everyone's checking out what you're watching.
I worked in TV before comedy. I don't think it's that easy to do, man. A control room sometimes has several people in it. If it was that easy, why, like you just said, why wouldn't people be pulling this?
Why hasn't this happened before?
It's all in your position. If you can do it and not get caught, I work with 10 other people. They wouldn't know who did it.
And you tell the other guys, hey, I got it. Why don't you guys take a break? I'll watch the control room for the next hour.
That photo is depressing me, by the way. It's a still photo of her sitting there, and Evan is standing up, and you can only see him from the waist down. And he's not even. He's completely in I just woke up state. He's not ready to have sex. And it still dwarfs me when I am ready, and it's depressing.
Yeah, he's just kind of like, it's like he just woke up, and
It's behemoth.
When I look at that photo, I just think it's amazing. I automatically think that like the girl I'm dating would leave me in a second for that.
Yeah.
Women don't put as much focus.
They would.
The girls,
of course they would. I'd leave me for that.
Girls say it's not about the size, though, Jimmy.
Yeah, but he's a professional. He has sex well too. He knows what he's doing. He doesn't. It's not just big.
Yeah.
He has sex for hours.
Wow.
For money. You can stand on his legs and do whatever you want. They give it to you right.
His legs.
They give it to you proper.
That move.
I've been depressed about size lately because I've been very much enjoying the BBWs on.
Oh really?
Ew.
No, not
big beautiful whales.
Not women, Jim. Women, have some respect, please.
You like fatties?
Not fatties, but like I like a little chub, big-breasted. You know what I mean?
Why?
Plump.
I don't know. I just kind of like it sometimes. But like, I am not well endowed enough to ever satisfy. You need to be
one of these beasts.
You know what I mean?
You gotta get past all that.
Yeah, there's a lot of
There's a lot of that you gotta get past before you're getting to the areas that she's like wants you to get to.
Before you get to the goodness.
Yeah. So, with a skinny girl, you're immediately there.
The goodness is pretty much on
journey.
The goodness is pretty much on the outside.
Yeah.
I need a girl who's just getting over an eating disorder, just right there teetering on collapse.
With a fat girl, it's like standing on the lip of a volcano and looking down and trying to punch the lava.
Yes.
By the way, I liked how that TV guy's insight into the scheme was the whole trick is not getting caught.
Yeah.
Is that what the trick is?
Well,
is that it?
We got another guy. I work for satellite operations at CNBC. We always play around with this stuff off air. So I guess they kind of like mix in their own, like make their own little show. Bless you. There's a bunch of people that saw the clip. Let's take a couple more of these. Jason, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good
Jason.
Evening.
Hey, I'm from Long Island, stationed out where this happened. And I'm watching the game with my 3-year-old daughter. My wife's on the computer, and she's like, "Did you just put porn on? Did you just order this?" I said, "No. What the hell? What? The remote's over there." And she's like, "No. Turn it off."
That's a terrible story.
I've never heard.
Dude, it's not like the story's like bad. Like you're just telling what happened, but you tell an awful story.
This is about porn during the Super Bowl, and you're wrecking it.
Yeah, it's like. Yeah, so then, she said you put on porn, and I was like your delivery stinks, your timing's awful, your description is horrid.
He's got all the elements, they're just there for him.
All this stuff is there. It's like you stepped up to where an artist had all of his stuff, his paints, the canvas, and you just picked up the brushes and just slapped it on and made crap. Whereas an artist could have made something beautiful with the same exact tools.
I apologize, guys.
All right, no worries, Jason.
What happened at the end, Jason?
No. We'll cut our
What did she say? We eating guacamole? What happened?
Let's go to Brad in Arizona. We'll try another one. Brad, save us, Brad.
Brian.
All right, Brian.
Can we hear the story? Brad.
It happened twice. First time it was the clips to the porn.
Yeah.
And they had it on for like 10 seconds, and then, I don't know, guess they messed up, and that was that.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is wonderful.
Riveting.
Yeah, let's go to...
Wow, is there a pizzazz filter on the phones?
No.
Just removes it? Oh, my God. What lackluster human beings.
Yeah,
I know it was porn. And,
it shocked them so much they can't even speak.
Now all I want to do is go to the phones, though.
I know.
Jeff in Indiana. Jeff, save us, please.
Good morning, boys.
Good morning, Jeff.
I wanted to say, you got to take your hats off to this guy. He pulled the ultimate Tyler Durden.
Yeah, a little Tyler Durden action in Arizona, right?
And a Frunkus.
6 R's. Let's not forget.
of course, anything more is queer.
Energy level up.
What are you going to do? All right. Well, enough of that. We got a quickie. Valentine's Day tomorrow. They're offering this somewhere out there.
Are you looking for the perfect Valentine's Day activity? A Michigan zoo is hosting an exotic afternoon for couples on Valentine's Day. No. The program is called Zoo-rotica. It gives adults an unabashed look at the mating habits of wild animals. The event is so popular, the zoo had to start a waiting list. For $50 per couple, visitors will receive champagne, snacks, and a guided tour of areas typically off limits to the public.
What if the animals don't feel like effing while you're there?
Pressure.
No kidding. How are they getting the animals to F?
They must keep them apart for a while and get them all horned up for this day.
That's hilarious.
Put them together and just...
You nailed it. Got to hear the groaning of animals. Oh, it's nothing worse.
That's what you want on Valentine's Day, to get a llama shooting on your foot. That's attractive.
Who needs that?
Crush your ankle.
Animals having sex on Valentine's Day.
What animal would you like to have sex with? Hello. What animal?
Probably a pig.
Wow.
Because they're smart and they appreciate it.
What animal would you like to
see have sex? Really?
No. Let me think.
It has to be something silly.
Porcupines.
Porcupines?
Oh, that
I gotta
would be
see how
silly.
they navigate that.
Right?
It would be silly.
Yeah.
What about giraffes? That would be kind of silly.
Yeah, that's kind of silly to watch.
Can we mix
Big
species?
necks.
Yeah, you can mix little species.
Mix them.
A horse and a turtle. But I want the turtle to be the giver.
Oh, wow.
Look at Danny.
Oh, that's porcupine.
Is that
Danny
porcupines?
Danny
Thumbs
finds
up.
it in a second. Two porcupines going at it.
That looks kind of silly, man.
That does look silly. Boy, that guy is really playing it safe.
I'm trying to think silly here. I mean, the lions... That'd be pretty impressive.
Show me rhesus monkeys.
Really?
I bet they put stupid faces on.
Let me say hi to Suzanne in Philly. Suzanne.
Rhesus monkeys.
Suzanne.
Hi.
Hi, Suzanne. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Hi.
Good.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Okay, hi. Thank you very much. Godspeed.
I was just going with the Fun Fact Friday thing again.
Okay.
The concrete at the Hoover Dam won't be dry for 500 years.
That's impossible.
The water's against it.
Inside of it.
Oh.
Yes, inside. You know, concrete heats up very hot.
Yeah.
When it's curing.
So is it watery inside that?
What they had to do is actually run tubes through it and then feed water through the tubes to keep it cool because it cracks if it gets too hot. It's not as strong as it is. So, yeah, they keep cooling it off, but it's still warm. The concrete is still hot from the chemical reaction of it drying inside as we speak.
How do they figure that out?
Isn't that amazing?
Pretty neat.
Yeah.
That's a good fun fact.
That is a fun fact.
Having a lot of fun.
Oh, look at the rhesus monkeys going at it. Look at the woman one is looking up and going, tee-hee. The old fisheye. How can a monkey give a fisheye?
She's going, that's all you got.
Yeah, is that it?
She's going lower. Wrong one.
He's a Greek monkey.
They both have red faces. They're all embarrassed that the camera caught them being playful.
Look at him, though. He's like climbed up on her legs.
Oh, yeah, she's looking at him going, listen, you sick F, it's not your birthday. No.
Yeah, what are you doing? That is so funny.
Can I Twitter this? I don't think I can.
Why can't they just... No, why? It's just animals having sex. There's no human involved.
I don't know. God,
would I love to Photoshop that?
I don't know. Of course you would. Did you have to even vocalize that?
I just want to Photoshop.
Wow, look at here's what's really weird.
Do it with it.
She's kind of on all fours, but she's braced. How strong is the female? She's bracing herself with her right arm. He is kind of behind her, but he's not standing on the ground. He's actually got his feet bracing on her calf.
Yeah.
And she's reaching back with her left arm, holding his left leg steady. So she's balancing both of their weight on her back legs and right arm. And
she just knows he likes a little jiggling. And she's reaching, give the old reach around. Or maybe the monkey's like Jimmy, and she's trying for a digit.
No, you can actually hear, if you listen closely, the monkey's going, hee-lee-lee-lee, with her two fingers.
Know what's great about that picture? She's looking at him like, give me a little look of love, and he's looking straight ahead like he's just getting the job done.
He's got that face.
And all she wants is just a little hint of some kind of caring.
Oh, if that wasn't taken with a high-speed camera, that monkey ass would be blurry as a paint shaker.
Right now, she's looking at him in monkey talk, going, "Where are you?
Yeah, where are you emotionally? We're not connecting anymore.
We should be more than just this." Should we? All right. Pick some nits out of my hair.
He's trying to look away from her. He's pretending she's a gorilla or anything other than what she is, which is a red-faced rhesus monkey.
Look at that red face.
Really? Figure out the sunscreen, stupid.
I think that's what it is. A little Reese's sunburn. You monkeys.
Fucking turkey chili.
It's so good.
I know.
Hello. I'm waiting.
Oh. Thank you, Opie.
You're welcome, Anthony.
He turned us on to the turkey chili.
I know you're a fan of the turkey chili. See, this is what one friend does to another.
No, I know you got to give him a card with $100 in it.
And it's so much better than that turkey chili from. Remember the grease-stained turkey chili?
Yeah, no good.
Oh,
who, that guy?
Yeah.
That fucking soup dude.
That fucking soup guy. Oh.
That's all right. We get it with your fucking shtick, you and your closing franchises. Fucking asshole. What was his name? Ali Bengi?
He really thought that people were going to tolerate
the
him.
soup Nazi.
Yeah.
His soup might have been good, but he's an asshole and didn't know how to run the business.
It's like, hey, it's going to be great. And, they did have some good soup, but
amazing soup.
And there was a reason it was really good. It was just packed with fat and stuff that you shouldn't be eating.
Cream.
Yeah. Everything was creamy and
makes
delicious.
Everything tastes good.
Soup
Except
Nazi.
mustard.
Creamy mustard.
Fucking enough with him already. Oh, no. If you order the soup, he might yell at you.
Uh-oh, look out. He's quite the card.
You order your soup. Shut up, faggot. Go get soup somewhere else.
All right, we're not coming back.
Exactly.
That's what happened.
Take your fucking soup, close the doors to this failing franchise, and fucking beat it back to New York.
I have a promotion where Kramer yells at black people outside of your store.
But but then he started getting stingy with his dumb soup.
Yep.
We had a good thing going with the guy. What happened was he would bring soup every day, different soups, and we were trying it out. It was called integration, and we would try the soup out and just naturally talk about it.
Yep.
One day he's getting stingy with the soup.
That's right.
And all he would send over was like pea soup. Like, he's sending over the soup that just doesn't sell.
Yeah.
Instead of the good shit, because there was turkey chili that we got a couple of times, and then that stopped. And then there was some other, like, really good hearty vegetable kind of soups. Those stopped. And he'd send over pea soup with a couple of pieces of bacon in it. Ugh.
I specifically told him I wanted a 40-gallon drum of soup to take to my friend's house to watch the game with.
Just rolling it down the street.
Yes, in one spoon.
Visually, you just trying to carry it, hugging your big vat of soup.
It's all hot.
Said 1 spoon, so you're going to eat it out of the big container?
I was, with my plastics. I wanted a spork, actually, so I could get the scrapings off the side.
This sounds like Ted's Soup Palace.
Yes.
Emporium.
I like Palace when you're talking soup, though.
Yes.
True.
I call it Ted's Septic Soup Tank. It hasn't had a lot of customers.
How do you make your pea soup, Ted?
What's that?
How do you make the pea soup?
I just take water and I put a bunch of peas in it, Gregory, and then I step on it. And I mush them into deliciousness.
With your bare feet.
I throw cream in there.
Big bed Ted feet.
Yes. Pieces of pineapple.
Worst sci-fi movie ever.
Star Wars.
They're saying that's the best ever.
I'm kidding.
No, I know you. I just want to get that out of the way, that obviously they're going to vote for Star Wars, so we don't even have to try to guess the number one.
The Black Hole?
Worst sci-fi film ever. New online poll, Ant.
I'm going to guess Travolta's the one he did.
Battlefield Earth.
Yeah.
Give yourself a bill.
That's it, huh?
That's it.
That was
was easy.
You know something? I won't even give that worse, though.
No. Did you ever see it?
It was a horrible movie.
I never saw it. I never even tried to sit through
It
it.
was ridiculous.
Didn't Hubbard write it?
But Ron Hubbard.
Well, he's very dead.
But did he write that? Or?
Yeah, I think it's an old story that he wrote.
Based on something he wrote.
Travolta thought it was going to be great, and please.
It was his swan song.
Speaking of food, we got this before we leave today.
You be the judge. Is it a simple snack or a sign from above?
A Dallas
They got a
couple
piece of
said
shit
they
on a plate.
found the Son of God in a bag of Cheetos. They insist the Cheeto...
Son of God is now in Cheetos. He moves around with the food.
He does. Jesus Christ.
He gets bored.
Yes, Jesus.
Imagine if Christ did do that and he started saying, let the Jews eat Fritos. Let the Jews have Doritos. But he would have Cheetos.
Of course.
They all rhyme. I didn't realize that. Boo. Cheetos, Fritos, and Doritos. Aren't they neato? I'm very tired right now.
Boo-os.
I know. That's a boo squared.
I
got a plan.
Yeah, I got a plan too. You hit a button.
Exactly.
No, but
I got a plan
Oh,
too.
I
Get on the
understand.
train and then shit as soon as I walk in my house. A turkey chili fucking.
Oh, between those ribs and the turkey chili.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ribs are so good.
Man arrested for having sex with dog. Witness says dog was making an awful sound.
Oh, God.
Was
That's
it
not
like
a
the
big
chicken?
cock. Damn.
Do we have that
Fuck a
story?
dog.
Christ. California tax officials, legal pot would rake in $1.4 billion.
1.4 bill,
Just legalized the pot already.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this guy. Looks like he could be one of our listeners that had the sex with the dog. I hate to say.
Oh, that's the guy?
West Virginia, a man was arrested Thursday after allegedly breaking into a Farmington home and having sex with the dog inside. He had he wanted that dog so bad he broke into someone's home
Broke
to get
into
at the dog.
house?
What
You
the
can't find just a stray?
What the fuck?
Chris come in and fuck someone's dog? Do you keep the dog after that?
That's a really good
'Cause
question.
now you're petting it. Did he fucking make it lick his dick and then you
that's a
fucking
great
give me
question.
give me kisses.
Do you want a damaged dog after
Yeah, do you
that?
want a dog that's been fucked?
It's bad enough when you get a dog that was hit by the previous owner.
Yeah, they get a little weird.
Christopher Bagwell, 26 of Mannington.
Bagwell.
Broke into a home on
wow,
July
that's
8th. While the homeowner... It always works out that way, though.
Yeah.
While the homeowner was at work, according to a friend, the friend had stopped to drop off some of the owner's possessions. She said she looked into the house and saw Bagwell having sex with the homeowner's dog, a male Australian Shepherd, Border
Whoa.
Collie mix. So I guess he was doing this a lot.
I was doing it in the ass.
So he would wait for this person to go to work, and then he would just violate the dog. And I guess the homeowner had no idea for a while.
I think
But
this
this
dick
person
just smells like dog shit. You got dog shit on your dick. It's bad enough on your shoe. No one likes it on their shoe.
No.
I got it on my dick.
His pants were down around his ankles, and the dog was making an awful sound, according to the complaint.
Yeah.
The woman said she called Bagwell a sick bastard, and he let go of the dog. The dog jumped off the chair and ran over towards the love seat, according to the complaint.
Love seat.
Yeah, exactly. At that time, Chris started towards her, pulling his pants up. The woman ran from the house and alerted Farmington's lone police officer. There's only one police officer in that town.
Sheriff.
He also went through the gun cabinet, according to the complaint.
Well, you got to hold a gun to the dog. Who's not going to take it seriously?
Bagwell is charged with nighttime burglary and animal cruelty. He is free on bond. There you go.
Damn, that's a sick fuck. That's crazy white guy crime.
Oh, absolutely.
Fucking a guy's dog.
Absolutely.
A gun found on an inmate in the Harris County Jail. Tonight, the Sheriff's Department says the inmate actually told them he was packing heat after being behind bars for hours. How did he hide the weapon?
You know, we asked him personally and he wouldn't say, but we're told it was actually hidden between layers of his skin. This is...
So then you do know.
Yeah.
Layers of... How's...
You got to be a fat fuck.
Nobody went to put their hand on their fat rolls.
Yeah.
You want to
Yeah,
search
no.
through a man's fat rolls when he's getting locked up?
skin. This is 25-year-old George Vera. We found him at home out on bond after Houston police confirmed that he was able to hide a weapon for more than a day while in custody.
Obviously, the system broke down and the procedures didn't work as they're designed to work.
Police tell us Vera was arrested August 2nd by Houston police officers and taken to the city jail. He spent a day there before being transferred to the Harris County Jail. After being there for 14 hours going through the intake procedures, he's taken to the showers, the final step before going to his cell. There, Vera tells police he has a weapon.
If a person has a weapon or narcotics or anything of danger on them, they should be found before he ends up in the county jail.
Now we're talking about a gun that would be about this size along with not one but 2 magazines, going through potentially 3 searches.
Yeah, 2 magazines.
The shower he do would probably fuck him up, though. But he
Yeah,
should have left it in the
maybe.
back of a police car, so he should have just left it in his cell.
How much did he weigh?
I don't know.
600 pounds.
140.
600. Jesus.
Under his bag.
Yeah, it was all
He's got
cocked.
giant balls.
The officer may not have encountered someone this large.
See, Vera weighs nearly 600
Oh, there it
pounds, and the gun was allegedly hidden between layers. Houston Police Officers Union President Gary Blankenship says cadets are trained how to search morbidly obese people.
We teach the officers to lift up and look under, and If it's there, it needs to be searched.
But he says clearly that system does not always work.
You know, they can be so big that just basically short of strip searching the person and doing cavity searches, you could miss something like this.
Now, both Houston Police and the Harris County Sheriff's Office are doing internal investigations to figure out how this could have happened. Blankenship says they also need to look at changing the way they actually train the officers to search the morbidly obese, possibly also adding handheld metal detectors.
Of course. The morbidly obese.
When do you get
morbid?
When do you get morbidly obese? What number?
I don't know. There's a line between, like, you're obese, and then you just step over a line, and it just goes into morbidity.
What's the actual definition of morbidly obese?
I don't know.
I want to know now.
What's the number?
Rock.
What's the number?
E-Rock. He's not morbidly obese. He's just obese.
You want to hear about this woman?
Yes, I do. What did
you remember what I said to you?
No, I do. It was a guy.
She got duped.
Duped?
Yeah.
By?
A guy pretending to be a kid.
Right.
No.
No?
He was pretending to be disabled.
No.
Is this the Diapers?
Maybe.
Oh. I gotta hear this now.
Janet Schulte believed the man who he told her by phone that his 40-something disabled brother needed a caregiver who could bottle feed him. You want to read this?
Please.
Janet believed the man. All right, that should be a comma, I do believe. Janet believed the man when he told her by phone that his 40-something disabled brother needed a caregiver who could bottle feed him and change his diapers.
All right.
This broad is stupid.
So far, that sounds reasonable.
What the Melbourne
Melbourne. Whatever
woman can't believe is that he committed no crime. Now that she said she found out the situation was a charade.
After 3 months.
That the man and his brother were the same person.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Guy calls up, my brother needs help. Could you come over, be the caregiver, change his diapers and bottle feed him? And then that guy becomes the...
then he gets into the...
Diaper. Yeah.
He's so into infantilism, this guy.
Oh, that is fantastic.
She's pissed off
and
that
he's smart.
She's pissed off that he didn't have the disabilities he claimed to have. I feel violated.
She changed his diapers.
His diapers. His diety.
What an asshole.
There's a lot of assholes in this story.
So he had to shit himself.
Okay.
And she would change the diaper.
Yes, he'd get wet.
Oh my God, is that him? No,
please, can I see him? Oh no.
All right, let me continue.
Oh.
Is he an adult baby
Yes.
or whatever the fuck they're called?
It has to be.
Yeah.
I feel violated because she said the man has deceived other women and will try again. I feel disgusted. Investigators and prosecutors have refused to pursue charges. Wow. She agreed to provide the care. I consented to change his diapers, but I legitimately thought this man needed help, she said. How could that not be a crime for him to come into my house and expose himself? Holy shit.
He paid her.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough evidence.
Arrest her for being a hooker.
Yeah, he obviously does have some kind of a disability mentally.
Yeah.
If you think it's hot to put on diapers and drive, if you have to drive yourself somewhere in diapers, you have problems. You're a fool.
They're admitting it's a weird case. The sheriff admits that. It's really on a borderline of possibly being a fraud. He is
You could say it.
Mesothelioma.
Something there because he's doing it under a false pretense. The deception began, Janet said, when she placed an ad online on Craigslist.org offering child care services. She said a man called and asked, we should do this.
Oh, man.
Man called and asked Janet if she knew any special needs caregivers. The man told Janet that a car accident left his brother with physical disabilities, including weak arms, poor bladder control, and the mental capacity of a 5-year-old.
Bladder.
He told her how an aunt and current caregiver had no patience. He offered Janet $600 a week to look after his brother.
Which is him.
That's a lot of money, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's over 30 G's a year.
To change the diaper of a...
And I'm sure that's cash business right there. That 30 G's is almost 60.
And he must have had to just sit there going, oh,
yeah.
duh, with a big rod. You think he had a rod?
How could he not? I do thinking about it. Smelled like tinkle because it was in a diner. Change his nappies. And what's wrong with this guy? He's just going on a date already.
He's smart.
I took care of him just like I would my kids, she said. I rubbed his head when he was falling asleep. I waited on him hand and foot. You want more?
Yes.
In 3 months, Janet provided care. She said the man never slipped out of character. Wow. The guy played such a good role, whether pretending to be the brother or the man who hired her. So the guy was going back and forth being the brother and the disabled person. Janet said the man who hired her always had an explanation for any red flag. She tried to meet him in person, but their plans always fell through. But that seemed normal given their competing schedules. Then Janet said her husband noticed subtle changes in the brother's behavior, and payment to his wife was erratic. Janet said Randall followed him one day when he left their home. Instead of walking to his aunt's house, he got into a parked car 2 blocks away and drove off. Her husband followed the man to his home and confronted him, she said, and that's when the deputies became involved.
How embarrassing.
He figured out the prestige.
Yeah.
Exactly what it is.
The man admitted to the deception and blamed post-traumatic stress disorder without further explanation.
Yeah.
What, do they have a diaper blow-up plan? What war was he in?
Diaper blow-up.
Saw his friends get shot in a crib.
Oh, come on.
This was never sexual in nature.
No?
No.
All sexual in nature, I think.
Yeah, it's got to be.
That's what Janet said. She said it was never sexual in nature. Some suggested that it might be an adult baby or diaper lover fetish. How the fuck do you get into that?
I don't know.
That's what
sexual.
Fuck. I barely understand the foot fetish. Now I'm supposed to understand the diaper lover fetish?
I don't get foot fetish, although I will suck feet, but it's not a fetish.
Yeah.
Often people with such fetishes want to be treated as babies and talk in barely audible voices as the man did. And there you have it.
Wow.
Let's file this.
Hey, smart man. Figured it out. He got a plan. He executed it. It worked.
Yeah.
How you gonna blame him? Fantastic.
Jeff, what do you got?
Hey, just wanted to tell you, you guys, I got a 42-year-old brother-in-law that wears diapers just for pure pleasure. Wears them every day.
He's your brother?
What?
Yeah, brother-in-law. Yeah.
Whoa. He's married to your sister?
That's correct. Yep.
How do you guys deal with that?
Well, I'd like to go over and smack him in the mouth, but I'm told I have to leave him alone.
Have you ever actually seen the diapers?
Oh yeah, he brings them on trips and sits on car pads and seat pads in the cars and stuff, so he doesn't. So the car seats don't get wet. Yeah, he's a nut.
Are you shitting me?
No
he actually is out
fucking way.
in public in a diaper?
Yeah, he carries a book bag with extra diapers and extra wipies, and goes into the
wipies.
All right, come on, Jeff. Is this a frunkus?
No, swear to God, this is the God's honest truth. He asked my mom to change his diapers for him.
I hate that guy, whoever he is. Not you, the brother.
What does your sister say?
Yeah, how is she married to this creep?
Well, she sleeps in her own bed because he soils the bed, and it's
This
just
has got to be a frunkus. Dude, we've been doing this way too long.
Come on. Now you just went too far.
You got to give us a frunkus. I need to know.
You just went too far.
No, the God's honest truth.
They sleep in separate beds because he soils the bed?
That is absolutely the truth. And she's walked in on him and seen him rubbing his cock with the diaper, and with the dirty diaper, he's a nut.
Do they have kids?
No children, no.
Why does she tell you all this?
Well, she does. Well, she tells my mom, and then I get the information. But you can hear him. You can hear the diaper crinkling when he walks under his jeans. I mean, he's a lunatic.
Come on, Jeff. Come on.
I want to so believe.
I want to believe, too.
I want to so believe it's true.
No, listen, it's the truth. I'm a long-time fan. I'm not going to give you a frunkus. I'm telling you, it's the God's honest truth.
How can you prove this?
Well, you want pictures?
Yeah.
Well,
I can't prove it, obviously, but it is the truth. He went on a long over-the-road tractor and trailer ride with his cousin, and his cousin said the only way that he makes it through the long trips without stopping for bathroom breaks is to wear the diapers. Just my brother-in-law started doing it, and he enjoys it, and he's been doing it ever since.
Kyle S. from Indiana, I'm all in with this statement. How much attention does this guy need?
Wow.
How much fucking attention
does he need
one
some
fucking
attention?
person need?
How much nurturing?
Ugh.
How much mothering?
Me.
Mother me. Nurture me.
Stop your life to pay attention to me.
Someone didn't get enough attention as a young boy.
Don't you hate that? Stop your life. Exactly what it is.
Dude,
Stop your life to pay attention to me.
To me. I need to make it about me.
You don't like cries for help?
Oh, boy, I hate it. Jimmy knows, too. Shut up, Jimmy. It makes me look like a complete asshole.
No, it doesn't. I agree with you.
Not just a partial asshole.
I completely agree with you. You look very accurate.
The cry for help is the worst thing ever. But I do love Anthony's impression of it.
I took his few pills.
Hi. I took a few pills.
You never get answers from these people. How many pills did you take? Tell me.
I don't. The bottle's here.
Well, how many? Count how many pills are left.
Look, I don't remember how many were in there.
Just tell me.
I don't know.
You woke me up in the middle of the night. It's 4:30. I got a big meeting tomorrow. Just tell me how many fucking pills you took.
A few.
What's a few?
A few pills. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm gonna kill myself. That's why I took the pills. It was more than the recommended dosage. That's what I know. There's some on the floor, too. I might take them.
How many? Just tell me how many.
The prescription was for 30. But I had been taking them anyway normally for about a week.
But obviously you don't want to die because you made the phone call.
No, I do. I'm just telling you that I want to. Could you call 911, please?
And then you're in for the...
You reach out and help, but you don't even want to help me. Fuck you.
And then all of a sudden...
I took one, okay? One pill.
Then all of a sudden, you were in dreamland. Next thing you know, you're... in a race against time. It's your job now to fucking, in your PJs, drive as fast as humanly possible to that person's house.
We get it.
You need to be paid attention to. Jeff, anything else on the diaper thing?
No, that's it. I just wanted to let you guys know that
quite enough.
It's happening out there.
Do you feel like the guy needs attention? Why do you think he's really doing this?
Well, that's my argument, that Mommy didn't take care of him when he was little, and 42-year-old man asking my mom to do it for him.
42 years old wearing tighties.
He needs nurturing.
All right.
Yeah.
It's tough to believe your phone call, to be completely honest with you. The one thing that I really have a tough time with is that he asked your mom to change his diaper.
Yeah, he did. Listen, my dad had to go over and tell him if he was going to do that, he needed to stay home.
All right, now I know you're lying because there's not a dad alive that is going to accept that his daughter married someone that has to wear diapers. Yeah. There's not a father alive, I'm telling you. Yeah, there's a lot of things fathers have to, put up with, but they're not going to put up with a 42-year-old guy wearing diapers out and about.
But I'm telling you, we take trips to the beach. I won't let him in my pickup because of it. And he rides with my parents. They ride with my parents down to the beach, and he puts pads on the seats to keep the car seats from getting wet.
Here's a question coming in. Why does your sister stay married to him?
Well, if you can figure that one out, I would really appreciate it, because I've asked thousands of times why she stays with him.
He's probably all cock. You know what it is? Not that you want to think of your sister like that, but she probably likes it because his cock is fatter than most that she's had, and it hits the walls a certain way.
It could be, man. I don't know, but I know that I've asked. And she tells me
Scrapes the sides on the way in, if you know what I mean. What tipped it off when they were getting married? And they said, "Do you take this wide?" Boo. Oh, God. They said, you may now kiss the bride? And he went, "No, yucky."
No.
Covered his mouth.
Cooties.
If you want to see an attention-seeking cry for help, go to Best. bestgore.com and search deep emo cuts.
Oh,
that's got to be good. Ryan from Wisconsin could totally relate, Anthony. He writes, I live with one of these diaper assholes. It's always about him. Fucking brat. He's my 1-year-old son.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at this.
I thought Ryan had a pretty good line there.
I'm very scared that it's a gross sight.
Look,
this is. Oh my God. Okay. I can't look.
Holy shit!
That looks like meat.
It's a cut leg, right?
That's it's called showing off really deep emo cuts.
Oh God, damn it!
Wow.
Is that a cut or a fucking?
That's a cut right down his.
I'm gonna get all queasy.
The leg? Oh, come on.
I'm gonna get
Is
crazy.
it his leg from the calf down?
Oh my God, I'm getting crazy.
I know it. Almost looks like it could be his other arm he's holding too.
This time he cuts are deeper.
Holy shit!
Oh my God.
But see, you don't die from that.
That's the arms.
Emos are hurting. That's what
They're
Steve from Bayshore says. Emos are hurting.
Some good ones in here.
Should we Google bomb emos are hurting today?
Let me see some of
Emos
these.
are hurting.
Yeah.
I'm not looking. I can't look at
they don't look
they cut themselves.
massive
They don't like each
cuts
other.
like that.
They don't look real
They
though.
don't look, they are. They don't like themselves.
Wow, when I woke up this morning, I didn't expect to see that.
I love pornography. I hate gross stuff on the internet.
Just look up it.
No, I did already.
It's over.
I looked enough.
Let me see that.
It's over.
One.
No.
Danny's got really nice pictures of Miranda Kerr.
Oh, really? Oh!
Oh, oops.
That's a really
you tricked
deep
me.
cut.
Oops.
I hate emo.
Hey, we know that these diaper people are out there because people are like, yeah, I know somebody that does this.
Yeah.
What's surprising is this guy is openly just wearing diapers in front of his family, his father-in-law,
and making
his brother-in-law. That's what I don't really understand, Jeff.
That's a good
one. I'm telling you, it's a crazy house.
She's hot.
It's nuts. But I can't change it for my sister. If I could, I would. But I think a good hard thrashing would fix him. But I'm not allowed to do that.
What does your father say, like, to you when this guy's not around?
My dad is the classic. Jimmy always brings it up. The classic passive aggressive. When he's not around, he's ready to take care of business. But then when he's around, it's everything's lovey dovey and peachy fine. So, and that pisses me off too. But
yeah,
again, it's
we had one experience with an adult baby, and we were told not to laugh. And Aunt and I, we went, all right, no problem.
Laughing.
Because we were fascinated. We're like, all right, let's get the adult baby in, and we're like, will he come in with his stuff on,
his diapers and a rattle?
And we were told yes, absolutely. But it's very important. They take this very seriously. You can't laugh at the guy, and he wouldn't mind getting a little knowledge out there. You can interview him and ask him whatever you want, right?
Yeah.
And we're like, all right, it's going to be tough, but we're not going to laugh.
Of course not. We're respectful,
mistake.
responsible broadcasters.
You remember the mistake the guy made? Obviously, wearing the diapers, a mistake. But what was the big mistake this guy made, Ant? Where we couldn't help ourselves and we openly laughed and mocked him.
Was it?
He went old school baby.
Oh, right. He did. He went old
school baby.
Old school baby.
He had the big over the top bonnet on.
The bonnet that babies haven't worn since like the 30s. Holy shit! I can't look at that anymore. You got to take that off the screen.
What? You don't like girls? What's wrong with you?
No. Yeah,
Miranda Kerr. Look.
I can't. No.
That's her pussy.
No, I don't know what it is, but I can't keep glancing over there and seeing this.
All right, just give him a Miranda. There you go.
It's freaking me out.
Right
no,
there.
No. I know
look,
it's not.
Miranda Kerr. Look.
No,
it's nice.
I'm not stupid.
All right, I don't need to see
he's got a
this.
hatchet in
I'm
his
out
head.
Too.
Is that a hatchet?
Yeah, it is. Great.
Holy mackerel. Good catch.
I can't.
Good catch. Holy Toledo.
I can't.
Is that a better throw or catch?
All right, I'm on Team Anthony now. I was having fun too. But no,
oh no, is that a shovel in his? That's a shovel in his head.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh,
Jimmy.
that's the best thing I've ever seen. Wait.
Holy shit! It's a shovel right across his fucking head.
How do you get a shovel that far into someone's head, though?
You swing it really hard.
He is still alive. No one's helping. They're not calling the police.
Why would you?
Is that
real? They said, yeah, that's real. They said, what do they do to mobsters?
He's like, could you take the shovel out of my head?
Oh my God!
Could you please take the shovel out of my head?
Yeah, the guy's got a shovel in his head.
That's just.
It said, I wonder what he stole to upset mobsters so much to actually run a shovel through his skull.
They're angry with him.
They certainly are.
Probably a cannoli. Thank
Oh,
you.
God.
He's sitting up with the shovel in his head.
Should we let Jeff go?
Yeah.
That can't.
I really don't
How
know.
could he sit up with a shovel in his head?
Because it really is just a bad scalp wound. It's not like it...
Yeah, you don't think it went through his skull?
Do you know how hard you're puking from that?
I'm about to puke in
I'm going to
studio.
puke. I'm going to
I
get
feel a
all
little nauseous
fucking
from that.
like
I'm a bit
queasy.
nauseous.
I'm a little queasy.
I feel a little queasy.
I
I've
don't
seen
want
much
to be
worse than that.
queasy, though.
Are you guys done with Jeff?
Get some porno on here. Could you
What's that?
get some fucking pornography? Just
All right.
to cleanse the palate.
Jeff, thank you for your story today.
Okay, boys, thanks.
All right, sir. Let's go to John in Omaha. John.
Yeah.
Hey, John.
Good evening.
Hi, John.
Thank you.
Hi, John.
Yeah, I have a friend that's a pilot for an airlines, and he wears these diapers underneath his uniform, and kind of weird, you know. And he wants everyone to accept him for it, but I can't. It's just weird.
Why? How do you know this?
How do I know this? He told me.
Now, why would he tell you how this sounds like something psychological that he wouldn't be able to fly a plane if like it came up. I can't buy this.
He wears spandex under his fly suit, and they let him. You know, they perfectly accept him for it. I guess they're scared to harass him about it. So, you know.
Well, I'm not believing it.
All right, sir.
You don't believe me?
No.
No? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just lying.
Was he lying?
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Oh, he was lying?
Yeah.
All right.
Good. Got to the bottom of it.
We're going to take a break.
Yes,
Jimmy, what's that plug again? It's the old porno theater, and maybe they don't want us
thanks,
to say that, but...
No, what? It's the YMCA Bolton Center for the Performing Arts. It's on Main Street in Bayshore. The show is October 2nd. It's my only show in Long Island. 2 shows that one night, 8 and 10. It's a very small, intimate theater. And it's on sale this Friday, August 14th. I don't know what time. I'm going to guess 10 in the morning or noon. But the number's 866-811-3111. BOULTON Center.org.
Jeez, that girl's getting the business.
She sure is.
Wow.
Well, we got
Right.
Anthony Cumia transgender PSA.
She's missing an arm.
Yeah, I know.
That's all right.
It's still.
I was going to show you? You thought I was going to show you guys regular pornography?
I don't care.
You got to
if she's
seg back
missing her arm.
slowly into the porn world, so...
She's got one of those little, like, stubby
What is
arms.
that?
After the elbow, it just turns into an ice cream cone. It's just on her hand.
It kind of peters off.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of it lost interest.
Is that both arms or just one?
I don't know.
Or what about our legs?
Guy's wearing a
I
hat.
guess our legs are fine.
Someone on Instant Feedback goes, what is Jimmy's fascination? It was Redding, okay. Has Jimmy ever explained his fascination with hats?
Who doesn't love a good hat?
You add hats to a lot of your bits.
Of course I do. I add hats to sentences.
That's hysterical.
Who doesn't love a hat? I challenge you. Find me one among you who doesn't care for hats. You show me someone that doesn't love a hat, and I'll show you a communist.
This might take some work, but can we get a montage of Jimmy talking about hats, possibly?
That would be good.
It might be, if it's too hard, that's fine.
Just every fucking hat reference.
I don't want to give anyone busy work, but if it's easy to do, that'd be really funny.
Everyone, look, half this room has hats. Me and you don't.
That's right,
And
Jimmy.
Danny, do
That's
you?
right.
Always wears a hat. Steve wears a hat.
But you don't wear a hat.
No, I don't wear hats when I need to.
Is that why you have a fascination for hats, because you don't look good in a hat?
I don't look good in them, but I have a healthy respect for them as an entity and as a product.
And what
loves a hat.
did Archie say? He would give mouth to mouth through his hat.
He'd blow air into him through his hat.
Through his hat.
What a great line. All right, let's find out what's happening at the photo thing there.
CBS 5's Steve Filmer just finished talking to a couple accused of taking nude pictures of their children. And Steve, we understand the parents are now suing Walmart, right?
Yeah, and Kent, this is a story that everybody who's got a young kid and a camera really needs to pay attention to, especially if you think some of the...
Would you stop
this
that
makes
for?
perfect sense.
I'm trying to hear that.
Oh, Uncle Paul. I've told people this in the past. When people take pictures like, oh, yeah, they're showing pictures and it's like bathtub or their naked kid, like, sitting around or something. And the parents think it's cute. It's like, oh, he's just naked. Or he's in the backyard. oh, you take it. You like, well, first of all, what year is it that you're developing them in a store? But secondly, it's like this now is illegal. It is considered in some circles child pornography.
Even though it's obvious that it's an innocent photo of the kid in the bath or whatever.
Doesn't matter.
What about the parents that let their kids run around naked in public places?
Yeah.
That is fucking weird, man.
We talked about that at the beach.
You don't know who's out there.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing? Putting chum in the water like that.
Bunch of ghouls. Remember that out in California? Just laying down at the beach when we were out. I don't know what the fuck we were doing out there.
Was it the wrestling? WrestleMania?
Yeah, maybe that was it.
And we went to the beach for the day.
Went to the beach, hanging out, and this fucking naked kid comes over, and is just standing next to my fucking blanket.
Completely naked.
And I look, I hear something, so I look, and there's this fucking kid, I don't know, what, a year and a half? Just sitting there, standing there naked, with a stupid, that's where puffy vag came from. you see the little kid, and then they got like, I think vages are like eyeballs. You know that your eyeballs never grow? Like your eyeballs...
People don't know that. You are born with your eyeballs, and they don't get bigger.
They're the same size.
I didn't know that.
As a kid.
That's a fact,
Yeah, they're the same size when you're like fucking born as they are when you're an adult. They kind of take a different shape and stuff after a while, and the color changes, but the size is the same. I think that's the same with vages. Jesus, like this kid is standing there, and there's this giant, big, puffy vag on this little midget baby body.
Too big for the body? The vag?
Yeah.
That's funny.
And it's just standing there with that stupid big pot belly kid stand and this big puffy vag. And I'm like, get out of here.
Very convincing.
Get out of here. No, I was looking around for like the parents.
Yeah, they don't care.
And then I shooed the kid away.
That's just fucked
with
up.
my giant mule.
Really needs to pay attention to, especially if you think some of the cutest and funniest moments with those kids occur around bath time, when the kids might be completely nude or partially clothed, and you think what you're capturing is just very natural and innocent.
They were pulling them away from us.
Lisa DeMarie is the mother.
Oh, boy.
You know what, though, man? When the parents...
distraught parent.
The fucking parents have a right. That's not... If it's innocent and two kids are taking a bath and they're both really young...
Do we know what the pictures were?
That's not
Are these
fucking
the pictures,
pornographic.
Danny?
These aren't the actual pictures, but these are of the same ilk.
Nah, probably of a different ilk. They're covered up. They're covered with a towel.
There's a slight description, and I mean, in the audio, and from the description, I mean, it can sound questionable, but
pornographic.
I mean, you know, it's parents and their kids in the bath. I mean, what else is it going to be? Seriously, especially the kids. I mean, the ages of the kids were 18 months, 4 and 5. I mean, let's just
innocent.
They were pulling them away from us.
Lisa DeMarie is the mother of 3 young girls. She and her husband Anthony had their children taken from them by Child Protective Services a year ago. It was 5 weeks before the girls were allowed to come home.
It was awful. I couldn't tell them where they were going or when I would see them again.
It all started inside the...
This smells fishy.
No, they were too young for that.
They would take the kids away for 5 weeks.
That's fucking...
What is it? What is she not telling us?
I don't know. I don't know. What kind
they
of
had to
pictures
have
were
a
these?
pretty good suspicion to take the kids away for 5 weeks.
Where are those pictures
right?
I was supposed to see?
Or when I would see them again.
It all started inside this Peoria Walmart, where the family dropped off a memory stick of digital photos to be developed. Some of those pictures prompted Walmart workers to call police.
Papa Boner.
The Peoria police report says there were a total of 13 photographs that could commonly be classified as child erotica. 8 of the photos or as child pornography. 5 of the photos. The young girls appear to be posed in, quote, a provocative manner. Some pictures include Dad, her buttocks shown, and his hand on her buttocks. The family will not show or share the actual photos.
All right, that sounds a little inappropriate.
That is a little bit, yeah.
That sounds inappropriate.
I don't blame the employees for calling the cops.
Something's up.
Yeah, you'd have to... One with the father's pinky firmly...
Yeah, why are you touching your daughter's
entrenched.
ass in a picture for? It's
You don't
creepy.
do that.
Unless he's holding her, like, unless he picked her up, but that's...
Picked her... Oh, he's like picking her up and...
Yeah.
She's naked. Get your naked kid's ass off your hand.
That's true.
Creep.
A very good question coming in from Matthew. Let's go to Matthew.
Matthew.
Yeah, you get a Vietnamese kid running down the street from some napalm and it wins a Pulitzer Prize. What about pictures like that?
I don't think that was considered erotica. When a burnt napalm child is running down the street, and the only reason she's naked is her clothes were barbecued off of her by a bomb.
If she was running away from the cock, then you would have a
right. If there was a soldier chasing her with his fucking big dick hanging out, I think that'd be a problem.
Let's go.
Yeah, there it is. I don't think that's considered erotica. No. She's burnt and fucking running down the street crying with other little children. That's Mrs. Fuck. Her name is now. She's Ms. Fuck.
Can you tell she's burned in that though?
Yeah, a little bit. Her skin looks a little wrinkly for a kid. See? Look at her ribs and her arm.
Yeah, I just read something about her.
And she has
puffy veg.
And she has no hair on her body.
That looks
Opie.
What happened?
She's a child. Of course there wouldn't be any hair.
She looks like she's in pain though. With her
that's
her arm is being
out.
out.
Give me a bath. Ow, I need cold water.
What about the crybaby in front? He still has his clothes on.
Yeah, he's got his clothes on.
Calm
He's just
down.
like...
Look behind you. It could be a lot worse.
Yeah, it certainly can.
And look at the soldiers just listening to some Jimi Hendrix. They
don't care.
They're just walking.
Yeah, they're listening all along the Watchtower.
Or something.
Some Purple Haze.
Some nice 70s Rolling Stones
song. Smoking some pot. Just fucking machine gunning rice patties.
They're just walking along.
They don't care.
They got a fucking...
That's another picture of Fuck?
Wow.
This is a new picture of Fuck?
Why didn't they submit that one? Not as good?
She's not crying.
Oh, see? Now she's just running.
Oh, now she's just fine.
Oh, she's dandy there.
Yeah. And the boys behind them. Behind her, listening to some CCR or something. Fucking rocking out.
Yeah.
The photographer.
They got playing cards in their helmets. They're just,
They're listening to Fortunate Son and just fucking like smoking weed.
Right.
Oh my God. Charlie's gonna pop out of the bush any second now. They got a Vil to burn. They got some hooches to burn right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I bet the naked little girl runs the whole fucking operation. That's how the naked kook cries.
Oh, turn this up. If you're going to play it, you got to play it loud, Travis.
Need some fucking Hueys. Yeah. That kid looks burnt. Who gives a shit?
Right.
We got a mission to stick to.
Right.
And we're going to fucking stick to it.
But, sir, she's naked and she's burnt.
Forget about it, Private. She's fucking dead. Just another casualty. Yeah, motherfuckers.
Goodness gracious! Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen!
Fucking beautiful, man! It's fucking beautiful! Jesus Christ.
Nothing better than a Vietnam soundtrack, man. Those songs they pick for those Vietnam movies. There's not a bad one ever.
No, Forrest Gump had some good ones.
Oh, yeah.
Are there any good Nam movies coming out? Any good Nam movies coming out?
They're remaking Apocalypse Now.
No way.
With Will Smith. He plays Colonel Kurtz.
I got a joke. Goes along with the title, but it's fair. Goes with the first word. Last syllable. Oh, stop it.
Redding wants us to go old school and play the classic Nixon bit with Kim Fuck.
Oh, my God.
That is a classic.
That's a
Maybe we can find that. I don't know.
That was done on regular radio, right?
Man, I know.
And we pretty much said fuck.
The times,
they did a change.
A changing. Nathan, what do you got?
Hey, guys.
Hi, Nathan.
Anyone who runs is a VC. Anyone who stands still is a well-disciplined VC.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Wow.
Hey, last weekend, not this past one, but the one before, I went down with my girlfriend down to Alabama to visit her sister and brother-in-law and their little 18-month-old niece. Took my digital camera, and she took a bunch of pictures, and, of course, there's the bathtub picture and the little girl running naked in the living room in Grandpa's house and all this shit.
Uh-oh.
And she's like, yeah, can you email those to me? No.
Nope.
No, I'll put those on a disc and hand them to you directly and delete them immediately.
Now, that's a smart man.
But, I got to looking at the pictures, and I was like, damn, she does have a fat vag. And I thought, oh,
Jesus.
15 months old.
Stupid babies.
It's
Yeah, I
gotta
feel like
stop with
I
the
felt like Paul there
vag.
for a second. So
Keep your vages covered.
yeah, I think you're
parents.
onto something there. It's like an eyeball, never grows.
Yeah, apparently eyeballs do grow. It was a
I
misconception.
don't know about that, man. I heard all that they don't. Maybe they just...
They get heavier.
Well, I'm getting information that if your skull grows and your eye sockets grow and your eyeballs didn't, they would fall right out of your eye socket.
Nope.
No, because the muscle around them might grow.
What?
They might not grow, but the muscle around the holds them
All
in
right,
might.
we're going to Wiki answer.
All right.
Let's see. Answer. No.
Yes.
Your eyeballs stay the same size throughout your life. At birth, the head and structures within it, such as the eyes and brain, are more developed in proportion to the rest of the body. The head and eyes increase in width by only 1.5 times up to age 5 years, and after that, only very small proportion more until early adulthood. So the eyes do grow slightly, probably only a matter of a millimeter, and only up to age 5 or so.
What's a millimeter?
All right.
Like this?
A silly millimeter longer. 10 millimeters make a centimeter.
I was doing a measurement joke for everything.
I was
doing
I was doing an old cigarette commercial joke. A silly millimeter longer.
Anthony, we got a very good phone
That's
call
an
about
imagine?
nude children. It's Corinne,
Oh.
looks like. Corinne.
Yeah, guys, remember the old Coppertone ads where the puppy would pull down the little girl's panties
Yep.
and her little coolie would show?
Yep.
I sure do. And
now they've changed it.
Yeah, now they're politically correct with that shit.
Yep. They changed that whole fucking thing, and they don't show her little hiney crack anymore.
Is the dog still pulling on the bathing suit bottom?
Yeah, I think so, but no hiney crack.
No hiney crack?
But it has cut down on the amount of jism that was on the billboard. Hey, is that that's the old one, right?
Yeah.
And where's the new one?
See, what's wrong with that?
It's a little fucking kid. She's all tan.
Well, you were able to handle that for many
And
years.
she's got her white butt crack showing because the dog is ripping down at her pants because he smells peanut butter. Why? Why do I even say it?
I don't know. How come that? Why does the dog in the Coppertone head have oven mitts on?
Jesus.
Oven mitts. I love it.
That poor peanut butter loving oven mitt wearing dog that always gets brought up on this show.
It's one naughty dog.
It's a naughty dog.
One busy beagle.
There's not a new Coppertone. They kind of dropped the whole.
Oh, the fuck.
Oh, fucking A, man.
Hey, we got to go to Drew in D.C. He's a soldier. Drew?
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Hey, man.
What's up, Drew?
So, when I was deployed back in 03, 04, my parents decided to send me a slew of photographs all put on one page, you know, to keep me company. And to include a picture of my two nephews in the bathtub. You know, it's a little uncomfortable when you're with a bunch of men, and they just want to make comments about it.
Yeah, huh?
What were they saying?
You know what? I kind of blocked that out. I think the only thing I can really remember about that whole time was one guy making a comment and then me kicking him right in the face.
What did he say? Come on.
Let's see. I'd eat a mile of shit to see where it came from.
Oh, God.
Well, yeah. You know, beyond that, it was just long ago. Don't remember a lot of the comments. She was just a little uncomfortable.
Were they inappropriate comments?
Jimmy, what do you think?
I don't know.
Well, between that
they were.
and wanting to fuck my sister, yeah, they were all inappropriate.
Well, my house, fuck my sister.
Yeah. I want this head so clean, the Virgin Mary herself will be proud to take a dump in it. That's great. You want the bathroom so clean, God's mother will shit in it.
She'd look and go, this is clean.
The Marines really know how to drive home a point, don't they? There's a real art to being a Marine, D.I.
Everything about the Corps is very important.
They put it above God.
Yes.
Yes. Second half of the story.
Can you describe, even in very simple terms, the content of the photos, the poses of the girls, what was going on
Puffy
when the
badges.
photos were taken?
They're bath time photos.
girls getting out of the bathtub, drying, wrestling, playing around.
Oh, boy.
Just everyday photos that everyone in this room who has children has taken these photos.
The Demarys are now suing Walmart, the state, and the city of Peoria.
We now realize how much control the state has and that they can pull any one of your children out of your home right now.
And we, of course, asked to hear Walmart's side of this. A spokesman responded to us saying that they take all of the allegations in a lawsuit like this very seriously. They are not responding to specific allegations one by one in this suit, at least not yet. And that Peoria police report is some 60 pages long. Kent?
Steve, do we know the ages of the girls at the time those pictures were taken?
I need info.
Yeah, actually the girls were about 1.5, 2, and 5 years old a year ago when all of this, the pictures were actually taken.
You know what? Screw the Walmart angle. I want to know why the authorities felt they had enough info to take the kids for 5 weeks.
Yeah, this naked pictures.
Well, if you get naked pictures that are inappropriate like that, they take them right out of the fucking house.
Yeah.
That's it.
But we're not
Child
really
protective services.
They must have been questionable photos, man. It's like there's a photo of me when I was 5 years old in a bathtub.
Oh.
And
Jimmy, when can we?
I'll show it to you because I'm like I'm nosing I'm leaning out of the tub and I think my cat is leaning in.
Yeah, there's a picture of me and my brother in the bathtub, all soaped up and smiling. It's just innocent enough, you know.
If
cocks in my mouth.
This is innocent. We're just having a couple of drinks.
A couple of drinks.
I'm naked in a tub with my 2 brothers and my sister.
Oh, Jesus. All right, when you bring the sister in there, that's a little
it's a crock pot.
a little rough.
If you bring your picture, and I'll bring my picture in.
I'll bring in my pictures.
Was yours taken on a digital camera?
Oh, my God. It scared me. I thought you found it because that picture.
Does it look like it?
Holy shit.
Well, oh, my God. Bathtub kids are all over the internet. But you can't see them naked.
All right,
you?
so they're... Wow, I don't know, man. The couple isn't saying something. I would love to know what the authorities...
Look at the first one. That looks questionable.
Absolutely.
All right.
Let me see. That's not questionable.
I see.
Nah, they're all little kids.
No, they're covered up. I can almost see puffy vag, though.
You can see...
That vag is like a fucking flotation device. It's like an airbag.
But what did the father have his hand on the kid's ass for? That's creepy. That's fucking creepy, man.
I need to know more.
Travis is a new dad. Have you been touching your daughter's ass at all?
Oh, I can't say I would do... Yeah, thanks, Danny.
Oh, Dan. Does she have a puffy vag? Does little Riley have a puffy vag?
I'm just going to turn my mic off.
What's the matter?
Tastes like creams.
Oh,
Danny,
God
Danny.
damn, Danny. Oh, shit. Oh, Travis.
Danny likes to poke my baby and say, "See, I'm fingering your baby."
Danny is horrible. He is horrible.
You don't like that
with
Travis is a father?
It's my kid. I can do whatever I want to it.
Danny also likes to...
insinuating he's the father.
Danny also likes to take pictures of her eyes while she's sleeping and then blow it up really large and say baby vagina.
Oh, he turns it sideways and says baby vagina.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's got one. It's the baby's eye. It's a very close shot of the baby's eye. Danny is a despicable human being when it comes to little baby Riley.
Very good. Let me say hi to Richie Boy. Richie Boy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
I gotta say that I cannot fucking believe that the state can go in and fucking take these kids out of these people's home without fucking knowing that there's something wrong.
But Richie, it seemed like the photos were a little... I said that too, but then they described this like the father had his hand on the ass. There was a couple of them that would probably... The state doesn't just walk in and take your kids. A couple of them must have looked really bad.
Yeah, I just want them to explain further why they felt like they had to take the kids out of the house. They said, yeah, there was a picture where the father's hand is on the kid's naked ass, but... That was it?
And then having 2 naked girls wrestling around on the floor like, well, put your fucking pajamas on.
Yeah, it's really not necessarily... Exactly.
And put on those goddamn pajamas!
That's not the same thing as fucking like they, that they were being molested. I mean, there's photographs of their kids, and the state's going to come in and take them away.
Well, we have to...
5 weeks.
The bottom line is that no one has seen the photos. So this, I mean, look, it's a weird line. It's like parents certainly have a right to be parent, and you can take a picture of your kid in the tub. But it's like, what if those were inappropriate? And what if the guy is a creep? And then they have the right...
These are the children, these kids, I just thought the state has no right to go in and take children away from the parents. With, it's one thing, like I said, if they were going to do an investigation, do that. If they need to protect the children. If
they feel there's an immediate threat to the safety of a child, they, through laws, whether you agree with them or not, Child Protective Services has a right to take the kids out of the house and then do an investigation and see if it's safe for the kids to return to the house. If they don't do that, you end up with situations where maybe the kid ends up dying, and then the state's responsible. They say, why didn't they intervene sooner? Or
the parents knew that they were taking those photos to Walmart.
There are stupid people, too, man. There are stupid people that would do that. There's been plenty of people.
I agree with that.
Gary Glitter got busted fucking taking his computer in to get repaired, and the guy opened up the fucking DVD-ROM, and actual children fell out. Nude children were in his computer.
Running like that girl from Vietnam.
Yeah, she looked like little Kim Fuck.
Just running away.
Is that how he took his computer in to get fixed?
Yeah. Could you fix this? I can't look at the porn.
Yep.
That's obviously the typical guy who's going to be...
Yep.
That's how they get caught, obviously. Classic mistake. But this is different. I mean, if the guy, was molesting one of those kids in a photo, I would understand the state coming in, children. But, I think they should be doing an investigation. That's totally reasonable if they felt there was a question. But
dude... They would do that, but maybe there was some of the photos. They said a couple of them were posed. You're going like they're all just kids waving. They might have been a couple that really would classify as completely inappropriate.
Look,
at first glance.
Yeah, both of us can sit here, till we're blue in the face, unless we've seen the pictures.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I'm just telling you what the law is.
Something just doesn't make sense.
They can do that.
I'm kind of with Richie. Something just doesn't make sense. I mean, the authorities got to explain a little further than they have.
But he's saying, when he called up, he said, they have no right to go in there. It's like, no,
they have a right, Richie.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, absolutely. But they didn't really explain their side of this in the news story whatsoever.
Well, they're keeping
They felt like there was something going on, something that didn't seem right.
I got a little girl, dude. If somebody tried to take my... because taking a bath time photo of her, there would be...
But I think we all know that that's not what happened.
Yeah, I think a distinction could be made between an innocent bath time photo and something that people find provocative. And then they said some of them were sexual erotica, and others they considered child pornography. Now, whatever that distinction is, they were able to make that distinction in a number of these pictures. So, again...
Well, I bet you one of the Walmart employees, got a little filled up when he looked at the photos.
But
it could have been.
Maybe it's porn,
But you're immediately making the right of the parents, over the fucking duty of the state to protect kids from possible being raped.
Because he's a father. He's taking this very personally, Jim. Very personally.
Yeah, she hears...
I absolutely am, because it's like I said, if they want to investigate and they want to send somebody into the home, start doing profiles on kids and doing all that sort of thing, that's fine. But you don't yank them out of the fucking house.
Dude, how often does that happen? It's very, very rare.
I don't know.
The state doesn't just walk in and take kids. There was obviously something in those photos that really set off an alarm bell.
I'll tell you why they did it. In my opinion, my guess is the state did it because they didn't want to, if something did happen to those kids, they didn't want the liability. It's the fucking liability, the potential lawsuit. If something did happen...
Well, now there is a lawsuit because they didn't think the other way around, like if they're wrong, that the family's going to sue them. I mean, they were, what's the expression?
Between a rock and a hard place.
Thank you.
Yep.
There was also something in that audio.
Catch-22.
The police report was 60 pages long. So,
what was in those
60 pages?
Yeah, there's something going on. And not that they were molesting them, but the pictures must have been questionable. They don't just fucking take 3 kids for 5 weeks if it's just a kid in the bathtub with a duck waving.
They must have been questionable pictures as far as the law goes too. Their intent could have been as innocent as anything. But as far as the law goes, perhaps the pictures went over that line between something innocent and something dirty.
Here's your story of the day as we cut up that cake. Thought we'd do a little something for you, Aunt. Here is your story of the day. A tragic attack in, I think, Florida.
Yes, I
These
heard about
5 raccoons may look innocent in home video, but neighbors around here fear them.
When does a raccoon look innocent? You're always, like, on guard when you see a raccoon.
They're
no?
adorable.
Do you have raccoons at your house?
Oh, I used to at the last house I was at.
Huh?
He's going to go make wee-wees. I used to have a raccoon at the house that I lived at before this house. And it used to invade the garbage pail in the back. But I didn't have garbage pails. I had like these underground little metal hatches, and you open it up and throw your garbage down there. And
Where was this?
Great Neck, I guess.
Oh, okay.
And then the garbage guys would come around the back of the house and lift the pails out of the ground.
Sure.
So there weren't like garbage pails all over the neighborhood. But the little raccoon would try to lift it up, and I'd hear like clang, clang, clang. And then I went to the back door, and I'd look, and there he was with his little hand and his little crook little burglar mask trying to open it up. And it was adorable.
With his little human-like hand.
Yes.
It's creepy.
The thing is, when you're inside, it's fine behind a glass door.
Right.
But they are not to be petted or
not at
or
all.
backed into a corner. Then they get a little rambunctious.
Well, there was a problem with the raccoons down in Florida.
Yeah.
These 5 raccoons may look innocent in home video, but neighbors around here fear them after the gang attack that Sheriff Grady Judd says filleted 74-year-old Gretchen Whitted.
They viciously attacked her. I mean, she has large gaping wounds on her legs.
And Christy Turner can testify to the gruesomeness of the injuries.
There was blood everywhere, and she had a gash on the back of her head. Her legs were just open, exposed.
But what scares Turner?
I have 3 little children, and, it's nothing to walk at night at 5 o'clock.
The raccoons are still on the run. The Sheriff's Department put out 12 traps in the yards of people living around here and in storm drains because this is where the raccoons ran after attacking Whitted. Once the animals are caught using cat food to lure them into traps, the sheriff says they'll be euthanized and then tested for rabies.
Quite frankly, we're frightened that if they're comfortable with this conduct, what's to stop them from attacking again?
And another attack is Turner's worst nightmare, who couldn't imagine seeing one of the neighborhood kids shredded like Whitted.
We used to be able to let the children just play in the backyard, and I just don't feel safe doing that anymore. It's just scary.
One way or the other, the sheriff says they're getting these raccoons.
One way or another. They're gonna get them. They're gonna get them, get them, get them, get them.
I don't understand why we kill animals for doing what they're supposed to do. Kill things.
Well, they got to test for rabies.
You can't test for rabies if they're alive or something,
No,
right?
you got to take their brain out, and that's the only way you can tell
They
by
haven't
testing
figured out the
their
rabies
brain
test
tissue.
to make it a little
it's
nicer on everyone.
It's almost like the old test they gave to see if you were a witch.
Right.
They would dunk you in water, and if you drown, you were innocent. So it is kind of like that thing. They got to cut out the brain, see if he's got rabies. There is a raccoon fucking a beagle.
Is that real?
It's gotta be.
The best picture I think I've ever seen on the internet is a deer trying to hump a Weimaraner. And, the Weimaraner is not happy about it.
No.
They're smart animals. You knew it was coming.
Jimmy, 5 raccoons.
I didn't ball that lady I was raised by, yeah.
Yeah, so now they got to kill all the raccoons.
Good. Fucking the nasty animals.
They're adorable.
What? If they were cute, you would say don't kill them?
No, they're aggressive, though. They're shitty. They kill pets. Fuck raccoons.
They just waddle around
They
looking for
stink.
food.
Give me a list of animals we should kill. Rats?
Yeah, roaches.
Roaches?
Oh, if we're going into bugs, oh my God, that's
No
not
bugs.
a happy bug.
Animals.
And it's a male.
What
It's
is
a
that?
male dog.
It's a Weimaraner being humped by a
fucked by a young deer.
Get the fuck out of here. That guy.
And
That's
it's
a fake
going,
deer.
All right, we should kill all rats, all raccoons.
Rats go.
How about
not raccoons? I'm not.
Not all raccoons,
They're
no.
too cute.
Well, I'm saying all. I mean, we're saying get rid of the fucking
Rats.
species.
Okay, then just rats
Kinkajous.
and roaches.
I want to kill all the kinkajous.
What about possums?
Old possums.
Every possum should go?
Yeah, possums are ugly as shit and worthless.
Possums.
They're like giant rats. They don't bother me, though.
No, they're disgusting looking.
How about
Kangaroos, definitely.
kangaroos?
What a kangaroo.
Because their hopping makes me dizzy.
Aren't they the rat of Australia? Didn't
The
someone once
giant-
tell us?
No, that was like the opossum.
They're not as cute and
Possums
cuddly
fucking
like everyone thinks. They're like.
They're real. Wow, did you
I
blast one out?
almost fell down. To...
God.
What about skunks? Speaking of
Nah, they're
smell.
cute though, man.
Skunks are cute. They stink if you fuck with them, like Jimmy.
They have no ability to defend themselves other than their little heinies.
Well, that's a pretty good ability to defend yourself.
That's just like Jimmy.
Right.
He has no ability to defend himself except for his hiney.
The skunks get scared, Jimmy.
They get very frightened.
Push the fear out. Wow, that's
Yes,
a
they
bad one.
do.
You know what? Where's Sam? We got to play the beep game with the coon story real fast. Get a laugh out. Thank you for that suggestion there. Whoever you were, it's now long gone.
Jimmy did.
Sam better run his ass down that hall.
I want to try that ugly cake.
It's right there for the taking.
It looks like it's armor plated though.
I want a teeny piece.
Is that like
She makes good cakes.
Yeah.
It's like a model more than a cake.
All right. What the fuck?
It's like a paper mache cake.
See, it's yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't think you're supposed to eat that. That's the thing.
What?
I think
the
you
cake?
can if you want.
Yeah, but it's
so.
Yeah, it's just more decoration.
Oh, you're supposed to get that shit off of it?
There's a shirt on it.
Huh?
Come on.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
He
Fuck it.
gets,
Jimmy,
he gets so
I don't know
upset.
what to do.
You're making us all nervous.
I don't know what I'm doing, Gregory. Trying to cut a delicious piece of breakfast cake.
Any good? No.
Yeah. That is good, actually.
It's good cake?
Mm-hmm. Of course it is.
Cake with
What's
a
wrong
K,
with the cake,
by the
Jimmy?
way.
No, it's actually good.
It has 2 Ks.
Yeah, cake. K-A-K-E.
What job and how much?
What do you think? The eucalyptus leaf eating koala bear.
Should they go?
Yeah,
No.
they're not cute. Those noses are really stupid looking.
They look like, what, like nails or something?
Snap on.
Big, huge fucking nose.
Yeah, big beady red eyes.
Koala, by the way, is the most mispronounced word in the fucking English language.
Really? How is it pronounced?
Koala!
Koala.
I did not know that. Thank you, Ted.
Oh, Ted.
Oh, this is.
No, Ted calls it, it's a beautiful cola. Cola bear.
Cola bear.
Let's say hi to Tony in Cleveland. Tony!
Hey, Ann.
Hey.
You think those fucking raccoons are so cute, man? They got this parasite that lives in their intestines,
Yeah.
and kids pick it up on the playground. And when it gets inside of an adult human, it starts eating their brain, their ocular nerves, and everything. Fun fact for the day.
That sounds fishy to me.
Yeah, certainly does.
Hey, that's
Sounds a
not
little
urban legend, man.
suspect.
Bravo,
It's
Sierra.
on that. It was on that Tiny Monsters or whatever on Discovery.
Ah, yeah. See, they try to.
There's
go
a show called Tiny Monsters.
jazz it
Yep.
up.
Really?
Some bullshit like that, yeah.
Oh, that
Little
sounds
monsters.
cool. I'd watch a show
Be a
called
show about
Tiny
children.
Monsters.
Yeah. Little rats.
Oh, people want to know about Under Protest, Ant. Linger longer.
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know what that meant or means.
Nothing. It's done.
So
Why don't you try on your cake, Ant? We brought it in for you.
Have a piece of fucking cake.
I'm not hungry. I ate I ate my bagel and turkey sandwich like a good boy. I don't eat cake.
You don't like cake? You like
I'm not a
cakey,
big
not flaky.
cakey. Sometimes
Or flaky,
I like
not
cakey.
Cakey, not flaky, right?
Yeah, I like cakey, not flaky, which would mean then I would like something like a muffin instead of like an apple turnover.
Right. Is Sam doing the beep game? Because that's what we're stalling for, and then we're going to get the fuck
is.
out of here. He is?
Yeah, then we could do that.
Good, right?
It's not bad, yeah.
The cake's all right there?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
I think we did everything we could possibly do today.
Did we?
Letterman.
We were good.
Obama pitches healthcare reform with a bunch of doctors at White House. What? Hey, Danny, what's this BET founder thing mocking the Virginia governor candidate?
She was making a speech somewhere, and she's endorsing her candidate, and apparently, I guess the guy that's running against this guy in Virginia has a stutter.
Oh, really?
Oh.
And then so she's addressing a crowd, and then this is what she had to say about it.
Oh, shit.
The next is communication. We need someone who can really communicate, and Bob McDonald can communicate. The other people that I talked to, and especially his opponent, they're all through my interview with him. he could not articulate what needed to be done. All right, so communication is hugely important.
Oh, wow, is she fucked.
That bombed.
Wow, you heard somebody go, oh. You know something? Yeah. He should just turn around and fucking just start ragging on her awful tits or something.
Wow.
Just now it's fair game. Now you can say anything.
She's right to make fun of that, though. If you're a politician who stutters, you should be made fun of and mocked. You're a fucking asshole.
What does she look like? Let me get a look. Oh, she's the BET founder?
Yes, she is.
Well, then there's plenty of other things he can mock then. I guess. And where is, wow, that is the whitest, lightest black woman I've ever seen in my life. I might trip up and actually make an inappropriate joke in front of her.
Yep.
That is Sheila Johnson.
That's always my fear.
She needs to be roasted.
Is that I'm going to say something, you know, and then turn around and go, what? I thought you were, you know, on our side. You were on our team.
The side of white, which is right.
She is not black.
She looks black.
Nah, you know what? She's not black enough.
You
She must be shunned in the community.
You have to be black enough?
Yeah, she's not quite black enough. Where's the stuttering politician? What does he look like?
I'll have to pull up. I'll have to find his name. Hang on.
You're a black guy?
I would bet a
So
lot
and so
of
for
money.
Congress.
If they
I spent a lot of money. He was a black guy. Andy in Michigan. What's up, Andy?
Hey guys, back on the animal thing. I think you should get rid of the horn screamer.
Remember that fucking horn screamer? Do you remember that horn screamer?
Yes.
I might have audio of the horn screamer. Let me take a
Sheila
look here.
Johnson. What's his name? Deeds?
It's a nice name.
If he's a black guy, she should be ashamed of. Oh, that's him? He's
Let me
just
see,
your
Craig.
Standard, all-American looking white guy.
Do we have fucking audio of Craig Deeds?
I want to hear the Deeds talk.
Dirty
sure we can fix him up.
Deeds. Boo. Let's try a song.
I want to hear him address her and try to say a word that starts with N-I. Well, any word, you know.
Like what?
Like nitpick.
Well,
And
there's
then he
some
could be,
YouTube
you know,
stuff. We could just see if he we could play it until he starts stuttering. I guess.
All right.
If he does.
Probably doesn't even.
Now, one place we can't afford to run television ads in is Northern Virginia. This gives us an incredible boost in name recognition. It gives us a boost in credibility, and it's huge.
Do you now? This is obviously great day for your campaign, but you still 2 or 3 polls have come out in this past week that still show you trailing Mr. McAuliffe by double-digit margins, and the time is small, and the amount of resources that he has vastly superior to the amount of resources that you have. Can you still close that gap in the short amount of time that you have?
We can close that gap. We're planning on closing that gap. We're planning on winning the nomination on June 9th. We're planning on being elected governor on November 3. There's another candidate out there that has the ability to buy this election. And if Virginia
not
is
that
for sale,
bad.
It's big A
if
for
this
Congress.
nomination is for sale, he will make the purchase. There's no doubt about that. But if Virginians want to move forward in the tradition of Mark Warner and Tim Kaine, 2 great governors, if Virginians want to create opportunity and prosperity,
He's all right.
What's wrong with that
He
woman?
switches gears quick.
He's all right.
Yeah.
Imagine if he really tripped during the State of the Union. Like Fonzie trying to say wrong.
I think if he pauses, then he's going
What
to have
a
a lot of
bitch.
problems. Yeah.
What a bitch to bring that up. Huh.
They should absolutely be killed. The Hornswoggler.
And that's a happy one.
It's horrible.
That's a happy one. Just imagine.
That is horrible.
Get it agitated. That's when it's happy. Just
Oh.
enjoying the day.
And people have them just all day. They do that shit.
All day long.
That's the worst sound ever.
That's what the virus hears when he's trying to come up with a punchline in his head.
Craig Deeds. You know, You're just a negative person.
Jesus. We're just waiting for Sam to do the beep game with the coon story, and then we're gonna get out of here. What are you promoting there, Jimmy? Denver, right?
Well, this Friday, Saturday, Denver at the Improv.
Oh.
Following weekend, Virginia Beach, Funny Bone, October 15th through 17th.
What about Thursday, Leno?
Yeah, this Thursday, definitely doing Leno.
Yeah. We're going to do line of the day while we wait.
And my Buffalo first show sold out. Nice. So there's been
No
another show
way.
added.
How many seats? 50?
37, but that's with comps. It comes to 50.
Nice.
And Boston, I got 2 nights in November.
You better get tickets now.
Yes, they will sell
Where are you
out.
playing in Buffalo?
Town Ballroom.
Town Ballroom. Do I know that place?
First show's done. 10:30 shows
They
on
might have changed
sale.
the name. I don't know.
Townballroom.com.
What street?
Main Street. 681 Main Street.
Ooh, Main Street? I wonder if they fixed up Main Street. Last time I was there, Main Street was scary.
Titan.
Oof. Line of the day time. Why not? Why don't we do that?
Line of the day.
How many we got there? 4 runner-ups.
4?
As
My
Sam works on the
goodness.
audio. Hopefully he'll have it in a couple minutes here.
Come on, Sam.
Here is a runner-up line of the day. Then I hear behind me as I'm having small talk with the doctor, enjoy your sleep. And just before they said enjoy your sleep, I thought I felt some kind of warm sensation. And then they said...
They're pissing on you.
Yeah, exactly. There's a bunch of Indian guys yelling white devil, tinkling on you.
That was a good one.
That happened today.
Yes, that was earlier in the
A
day.
little propofol humor. Here's another runner-up line of the day. And then there was one picture with a lot of green stuff. And that was my
Ew.
stomach. Like, that's totally normal. That's just your bile.
Ah, that's all the gook in there
Yeah,
that makes
that's-
things dissolve.
It's weird
Turn
to s-
into shit.
The stuff your friends have to deal with.
Fuckers. Ooh, look at Sam running.
Oh, look at him run. Look at this. Look. What a tool.
That's really how he runs?
How great would it be if
know.
he tripped and just fell through the window?
Oh,
Sam, is that really how you
slip
run?
on the broken glass. We don't laugh as his head tumbled in here.
You run
kicking
like-
around like fucking Ted Williams.
He runs like a cartoon character.
Not
Yeah.
competitively.
You do. Not
Is that really how you run?
Not competitively.
Why, you run differently?
You don't run competitively.
If I were to run competitively, I'd be much better.
Oh.
Sam, what's this?
That's the beef game with the raccoon that you wanted, the raccoon audio.
Oh, we asked for this?
Yeah, a few times.
Oh, okay. Let's take a listen. See if it's different if you put some beeps in it.
These 5 may look innocent in home video, but neighbors around here fear them after the gang attack that Sheriff Grady Judd says filleted 74-year-old Gretchen Whitted.
They viciously attacked her. I mean, she has large gaping wounds on her.
And Christy Turner can testify to the gruesomeness of the injuries.
There was blood everywhere. Her just open, exposed.
But what scares Turner
I have 3 little children, and, you know, it's nothing to walk at night at 5 o'clock.
What is it? What are you upset about?
Here's another runner-up line of the
That's what
day.
the beeps were.
Took you so long.
For that?
Exactly.
That's what you asked for.
And what about viciously beep?
That's where the beeps fit in. Trust me, I know my
viciously
craft.
beep. Because then it would have been fucked.
Yep.
Yeah. Assaulted.
I'd have probably clipped Raccoon down.
I mean,
and then just bleeped that, but left. -ns.
Yeah, but I mean, see,
You know what I mean? Like
I would have.
beans.
I was thinking about taking out a syllable here and there.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
That might have been a little pushing it a little far, and I didn't want
So
my
we
name
do here.
attached.
That's what we do here.
I-
What's the
yes,
matter? You
but-
want to be able to go next door and
No, I would
fucking
like
do
to
the
be able
shows
to
over there.
continue
Maybe you're not
working
gonna be able to
here.
do the shows over here if you pay a little too much attention and not upsetting the people across the hall.
Because if someone were to get upset about that, I would assume that you guys would say, "Yeah, we didn't know. Sam just handed this."
Oh,
to
we
you."
would assume right.
Yes,
I would run like fucking run for the hills.
You know
as
what they say when you assume, Anthony?
Oh, what is that, Ted?
Many mistakes are made. For you and me. Make errors.
Thank you, Ted.
You're very welcome.
Jimmy, got a great story here. Man attaches weight to penis to try to stretch it out.
Cool.
Gets it stuck for 3 days.
Was that in like the weight thing? I think I remember this.
Oh, he put in the hole of the plates?
I don't know. He put no. It was like one of those things that goes around. I don't know how he did it. He got stuck in something, I think.
Would you ever try to stretch your penis out?
Not manually.
Everyone's calling me the hole. I can't even argue it. That was bad.
That's all right.
That was bad.
That's the reaction when people learned how a man tried to stretch his penis to make it bigger. A Costa Mesa man used a dumbbell gym weight similar to something like this, only it got stuck for 3 days. The fire department was called into the ER. The only way they could get the weight off the man's penis was to saw it off, and they did, keeping the man's organ intact. No one knows why the man did it.
Do not put your...
No one knows why the man did it. Really?
That should be, everyone knows why the man did it.
I would assume if you got a small penis, you would do just about anything to try to fucking make it look presentable.
Of course.
Make it into something. You don't know why he did it, really?
Yes. You want this cock to be bigger? May I offer an opinion, sir?
Yeah, years of being laughed at. Let's start there.
No one knows why the man did it.
Do not put your wiener in a dumbbell. That's probably not the smartest thing.
Great advice, too, for guys.
And there you have it. Some very sound advice from that woman on the street. All right, firefighters say that...
Why is that sound advice?
I don't know.
Stating the obvious is sound advice now. I liked your dumbbell line. It was very good.
Some very sound advice from that woman on the street. All right, firefighters say that this was something they had never seen before. Surprise there, but say in the end they were happy to save this man's organ.
That's a fine little story, huh?
It's a feel-good story. Did it work? That's the key. Was his cock bigger?
Yeah, no.
They said they were happy to save his giant penis. That'd be a great way to end the story.
I hear you could pull out a little extra from your body, though.
How?
They cut a ligament or something, and they could pull a little out. So there's a little more on the outside.
Really?
Yeah.
But does it make your erections any worse? Probably cut the vein that puts the blood in, so it just never gets hard.
Danny?
I think that's how like the penile. No, I think that's how like the enlargement surgery works. Is that they go in there and they.
Yeah, I heard it described as like the vacuum cord where you can pull it out of the actual vacuum. You kind of do that. You pull it out a little bit.
But does it affect your erections at all, or?
I don't know, Dr. Steve. This might be a question for Dr. Steve.
This is absolutely a question for Dr. Steve and a recommended surgeon.
But wouldn't the part you pulled out of the body look just strange or something?
Because skin that was normally on your fucking stomach and your bunt would now be your dick skin. Your hair would be growing in a weird place.
Right. Let's find out about it. We're going to get Dr. Steve on the phone. Will, Iowa.
Good evening.
Hey. Hello, Will.
Opie, you sounded like Susan Waldman during that fire
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's coming out of her box.
Yeah, I shouldn't be making fun of Susan Waldman anymore. That is horrendous. I avoid that clip.
Why are you yelling, holy cow? Yeah! Yeah! Holy cow!
The dumb high voice.
It's all right. You were happy, boy.
in the box.
Yeah, all right, Will.
Yeah.
I thought we were past this. Thank you, sir.
Punching out.
All right, let's say hi to Glenn in Delaware. Glenn.
Glenn?
Hey, boys.
Hey.
That penis stretching isn't a legitimate thing. It's I forget the name of the tribe, but they did it to show their rank in the tribe. It makes your penis long but really thin, and then they would roll it up and keep it in their pants.
Would you want a long, thin penis, Jimmy?
No, it would look like
short, big, like thick one.
Thick one. Women would prefer
Short, thick?
Not like freakishly short, but a long, thin one is going to feel like a stick poking in a chick. Nobody wants a cock that looks like a rope duty. And I ate something that's not bad enough to make me completely sick, but my system's still not happy with type of shit.
Yeah.
Hate rope duties.
It reminds me of another old bit that we used to do, the penis weightlifting. Hey, E-Rock, we have any audio of the penis weightlifting? Looking? Okay. Were you part of the show back then, Jimmy? When guys would fucking lift weights with their penises?
Don't know.
A ridiculous amount of weight, by the way. We got away with that bit a few times, but I don't know. Maybe we should ask the boys down the hall, see if we could do penis weightlifting again. Go old school for one day.
What would management say?
I want Steve to ask the boys down the hall if we could do penis weightlifting again. I'm sure the best part is when they come back to us. Good news, we could do the bit, and then there's a whole bunch of stipulations that
no
make
penises
it not,
and no weights.
Yeah, that make it not good news. Like, oh, you could use marshmallows. See how many marshmallows they can lift.
Could they put their finger through their zipper like a penis?
Right.
This way there's no nudity.
Whatever. You want a gay guy's opinion on the long, thin, short?
Sure.
All right, let's go to Jamie in Louisiana. Jamie.
Hey, Jimmy. How you doing? Happy birthday.
Hi, buddy.
I'm a ghost.
All right, so actually, really,
on my own radio show.
You didn't say hi to
I'm pretty
Opie.
much the top,
Why the
and
fuck
I'm pretty
would you
much
say hi to
passing,
me?
but my ex,
I
not
don't even
so
have
much,
to fucking
and
be here today. When
it
Anthony
really
calls
was
in
like
sick,
being stabbed.
that's my
more than
excuse to go,
actually being
well,
fucked.
do a best of and just go home.
So you didn't say hi to Opie?
You don't have to be here. There's no reason to be here. No one's going to fucking notice.
Why'd you only say hi to me, not Opie?
What?
You didn't say hi to Opie.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ope. Well, Anthony's not there. I just figured, I'll pay attention to Jimmy.
But Opie feels very sad that you didn't say hi to him.
Actually, I don't.
Hey, Ope, how's it going?
Now it's awkward for everyone.
Exactly. Now we're all uncomfortable. We know you don't care.
Jesus, Jamie. What do you got, Jamie? I mean, if
Well,
I'm
that was it, I guess.
all I ask is, if I'm the guy going, "Hey, Jamie from Louisiana," you would think
Yes.
the person would go, "Hi, Ope," even if you don't like me. I understand people don't like me, but if the person is saying, "Hi, Jamie," it's nice to just hear a "Hi, Ope" and then move on to the guys you like. It's the basics of a phone call. That's all I'm asking.
I'm sorry. Hey, Ope, how's your day going?
All right, it's awkward now. I told you that. What do you got, Jamie?
Well, that was it.
Say it again. No one heard it.
Fine.
No, do you like the thin, long penis or the short, thick one? We really didn't. Oh, he's gone
Can we
now?
hear from women, please? What kind of cock do you want? Luckily, I have both.
What do you mean you got both?
Short and thin.
Oof.
Nothing worse than a short, thin. Like one of the little yellow pencils you leave comments in a restaurant with.
Doug in Boston. Doug.
Good morning, Opie.
No, now it's going to be a thing.
You know
I'm
what?
just saying, I don't want the fucking complete blow off.
No, you know what? Let them say hi to Opie. They all should.
No. Now it's going to be the thing, and,
A
and I
loving
don't need
salutation.
that either. Something in between would be nice. That's all I'm saying.
A friendly, loving salutation.
Right. We could have so easily just not done the show today. I hope people understand that. One guy calls in sick. We just tell the bosses, look, we decided it would be best that we just put a best of on. What do you got, Doug?
Well, on the penis enlarging thing, it's cutting the tendon at the base of the penis, so it will get longer, but your erections won't stick up anymore. Like porn star Mark Davis had it done. Like his doesn't go up; it just stays down. Just throwing that out there.
And how much longer do you get it? And is it
Like an inch or so, like a good inch.
I guess if your penis is only an inch long, then it's worth doing. But why would a porn star get this done?
To get a bigger dick, I guess.
Yeah. Now everyone's calling just to say hi. You fuckers, go fuck yourselves.
I want to hear from women.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi.
Now I'm not even answering.
What
the
kind
phones.
of cocks do women like? That's what I want to hear. Come on.
Yeah, let's hear from the ladies. Dr. Steve.
Oh, you were going to hear from the ladies, and then you go to me.
Yes.
We're gonna hear
none
from
have
the
called in
ladies.
yet.
Yeah.
Hey, boys.
Hi.
Dr. Steve, so we're talking about the penis enlargement surgery where I heard that you cut a ligament or something, and then you could pull the penis out a little further to give the guy some more length.
Absolutely.
How much you got inside you that you could use?
Well, you get about an inch in the flaccid state when you do this. There's about 1/3 to 1/2 of the penis is inside of the body, and it's attached to the undersurface of the bone that's in the above the penis, the pubic bone.
Yeah.
And what they do is they release this thing called the fundiform ligament, and then there's another ligament called the suspensory ligament. So it's at the base, but it's at the top part of the base. And what happens is that it allows the penis to release and kind of come out a little bit more. And you gain about an inch in the flaccid state, but you gain a lot less in the erect state. You don't gain much erectile length, which to me kind of defeats the whole purpose of
So
it.
you just look a little better naked.
You look a little better flaccid, right?
So your dick doesn't stand up straight anymore?
No, if you mean stand up straight, you mean parallel to the body. No, it'll come straight. It'll go at a 90-degree angle. You get a reduction in the upward angle of the penis. You can also get scarring at the site of the incision. You can get fibrosis of the vein. That's the long dorsal vein at the top of the penis. And
what's fibrosis of the vein?
Well, okay. you ever heard of Peyronie's disease?
Why would
Yeah, that's the little, would you get little bumps in your dick?
Well, what it is you get scarring at the top of the dick, and then when you get an erection, it can curve in the direction of the scar.
Yeah.
Because it can't stretch, so you can get injury there, and you can cause that kind of stuff. So it's not a perfect thing. Now, a lot of people go for penis widening rather than length.
That's what they put on a table and somebody steps on it hard, like a piece of gum.
With a nice thick heel.
Yeah, like a Dutch person's shoe. So what is it, Steve? How do you widen a dick?
Well, they can take fat grafting. They can take fat from one part of the body and inject it around the shaft of the penis to widen it.
Does it work?
Yeah, and it's not. It kind of isn't permanent. You know, it's temporary. It kind of turns your dick into a French tickler in the pictures I've seen. You know, it's bumpy and wider in parts.
You want us to send you pictures of cocks? Why?
What?
Why would you want that, Steve? That's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
You said the pictures I've seen.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, you see them in medical textbooks.
Why did you have the procedure done?
Yeah, it was, microphallus.
Small penis.
I didn't have it done, but it's. I've had a couple of patients who have had this procedure done, and they were kind of satisfied with it. It wasn't, a stunning success for anybody.
Steve, you got a big piece?
Yeah, I'm all right.
What's all right?
I'm all right.
Oh, boy.
He's somewhere
What does that
between
mean, Jimmy?
5 and 8.5.
What's the translation when a guy says, I'm all right?
He either has an average penis or his cock is embarrassingly large.
You can read about it at drsteve.com.
Oh,
Very
look
smart.
at that. Look at that. Are you going to be blogging about your penis?
Yes, he is.
All right, Steve, thank you.
All right. Hope that helped, boys.
Bye, buddy.
Yeah, it did,
Okay.
actually.
See ya.
I knew they were doing that shit. All right, this story.
A morbidly obese Florida man has been found guilty of scamming restaurants out of food, but he won't be going to jail because he's too fat. George Jolliker is 5'11" tall. He weighs 600 pounds. Police say he ordered huge meals and ate most of them before complaining about the food and then sending that food back. Police say he would refuse to pay. The 38-year-old was caught after eating almost $50 worth of beef jerky in a restaurant before returning the last few pieces. You see, he said the beef jerky was moldy. The owner called the police. Police say he avoided jail because he is so fat, and the medical cost of imprisoning him would be too great.
Just push him on his back and make him serve a sentence like a lamb while his fat feet kicking.
Tortoise.
Yeah, big
You
turtle.
fat fuck.
Yeah.
Ugh. So it's a little nothing crime. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. $50 worth of food, leave him alone.
Right? Yeah. They wouldn't put him in jail. If you murdered somebody, they'd put him in.